you guys managed to find the stronghold, and despite Father Huey setting a trap for himself, managed to defeat the Dragonborn that had gone mad due to the book. The pages from the book that Valentine is trying to put together. Scott the Goliath and Oswald managed to beat back the Gnolls, and you guys decided to barricade the front door, and with the slab of throne that War brought back, and or Ares, and you guys hunkered down except for Athena. She stayed away. I need you to make a perception roll. Yeah.
18.
Oh. An hour rolls by. Nothing really going on. After about two hours passes, everybody's asleep, snuggled down. You could hear scuffling in the lightly dimmed area in a corner that you guys didn't investigate.
You want to wake you up or do you want to go?
It's up to you.
I'll go investigate.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
That's the safest choice.
Oh no. It's intelligence. Well, 15.
Okay. You kind of see a small tunnel. Looks like you could possibly scoot through if you brought your wings in. Father Huey would be able to fit through it with no problem. Valentine would be able to scoot through it, crawling on his belly.
You're too scared.
You do notice a stick hanging out of the darkness that's kind of just wallowing up and down.
Out of character, who would you rather sacrifice? I wonder.
I kind of want to pull the stick, but
do it! Do it!
Or you could have me pull the stick. I mean,
You're asleep. We all are
Yeah.
asleep.
no, I'm just saying.
Oh, you can pull
Out of
the stick if you want to.
I think, weren't we in a different room?
Yeah.
This is the second.
Oh wait, no,
You
yeah,
all
we
made
came
it back
back
before
in,
we
yeah.
barricaded it.
Okay.
I'll go wake you up.
What?
Go pull the stick.
What stick?
That one.
Okay. Ares, fetch.
Ares runs over here and he takes hold of the stick. Do a strength check.
20.
Okay. So he doesn't even really feel resistance. He just pulls the stick out. It's a decent sized stick. Like it could be about 5 feet, and it hooks around the top with what looks like a scorpion tail tied to the top of it that's hooked around. At the bottom, the little blade pokes out there at the bottom of it.
Well, what are we going to do with
Um,
this? Something had that because it's a weapon.
What was on the other end? Aries.
Can he like dig the hole, make it bigger on his way through it? Or is it too hard? The ground too hard for that?
Possibly, like, because it's stone.
It's just
No,
like a
I'm
little
making
tiny
this-
He's had
little-
great experience with stone.
He'd be
Perhaps.
able to make it a bigger hole.
He can make-
Well, depending on the strength. Give me a. Give me a strength. Straight up strength.
That's not Aries. Aries is right there.
Oh yeah, that's not this is Aries. Oh, 22. I was like, that is an awful low number. 22 total.
Not necessarily dig to make the tunnel bigger, but he is able to hit the wall, and it causes more of the stones to fall down. And then he scoops them out that way. So he doesn't necessarily make the tunnel deeper, but makes it bigger in regards to like an entrance.
I'm gonna go pick him up, Father Huey, without waking him up.
Frank.
Without waking him up, I want to be gentle and gently pack him over to the hole, and then kind
Okay, please don't break shit.
Hello?
of. What do you see down there, Father Huey?
Who?
Yep. What do you see
What?
down there?
I don't even know who you are.
I'm at the other end of the road.
Was it a hole or just a tunnel?
It's a tunnel. Like, it's not a hole. When you threw him into another room.
Oh, okay. So now I'm gonna pull out my little pistol and stand at the edge. What are you seeing there, Father Huey?
You ready for what's going on?
Perception?
I'm just going to tell you. What languages do you speak?
What language do I speak? Common, Gnomish, Draconic, Celestial?
Okay. So you'd be able to understand them. What you see a kobold. He's wearing a cage with an animal stuffed into it, and he's pointing to the back, and he's talking about something took his stick. And he's talking to another kobold that it looks like it would have wings and dimmed light, but it's makeshift. Like it's made out of wood and cloth, and it stands just a little bit taller than the one with the cage. And it's talking about his stick being taken.
Okay. Hey, I have this kobold down here, and I'm still speaking like it's a down hole, but hey, did you guys happen to see a stick? Yay big, a little bit taller than me, like double my size. I have you won't believe this, but there's a kobold over here with a cage, and he is asking me about a stick. I don't expect you to believe me because I could be still dreaming right now. But, just to humor myself, please, do you guys have a stick?
I'm gonna send Aries down there holding the stick in his mouth. Like, Aries, go check on Father Huey. Well, he dug the hole out, so it would be. It's like now it was a hole in the wall. Now it's just the wall's not there, kind of.
Okay.
They just made the.
I
hole
thought it
bigger.
went. I thought it went down, but it was apparently flat.
Okay.
I was still thinking it
It
was
was
down.
just a wall between another room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now Aries is gonna walk in there with the stick and kind of just like spit it out in front of him.
I would like to ask this kobold a couple questions before I hand him a stick. That I don't know nothing about because I was woke up and pushed through a hole.
Are you gonna try to stop?
Throw him down the hallway.
I'm not going to stop him.
You wouldn't throw down a hole. You was thrown through a little.
I throw him through a little
like
hole, like a bowling ball. I understand. I understand. I was tuck and roll.
You didn't go down. You just went through.
Tuck and
I'll
roll.
wake the rest of them up in case this turns violent, like it normally does.
Can I speak to this
We're gonna
kobold?
let Father Huey be a
Yes.
ambassador
Okay.
at the moment.
How long did we actually rest for?
3 hours so far.
So we know how much health we can get back.
I thought it was a long rest.
If
It
we'd
was-
I thought
actually-
it
if we'd
was
actually
gonna be a
rested
long
for
rest.
8 hours.
It was
Yeah.
planned to be a long rest, but it didn't make it that far.
I
So it
thought
was
I
a
healed
short
everybody
rest
up
instead.
before-
Yeah, he healed
I healed everybody up.
Oh yeah, that's actually right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it means you have no spells, which means you're just a gnome.
He got
I'm
3 hours
standing-
of sleep.
But that's just a short rest. Like he didn't get anything back. He's just a gnome standing in
Yeah,
there.
so
Like
we'll help
he's
him.
not even a cleric at the
Yeah.
moment. He's just standing there.
Right now, I'm just.
Well, he's got cantrips.
I got big glasses. I mean, I can probably.
You can
offer
see
that-
him really well.
Yeah.
So,
I can tell that it's a kobold.
These two kobolds are looking
I
at
still
you
have no
going,
wild shapes left.
Oh.
You don't have any.
Nope.
and Ares bounds in with the stick in his mouth.
I'm gonna pet Aries and politely just say, "Give me the stick."
He don't have a stick anymore. He threw it down.
No, Aries has a stick.
You said you laid it down.
Oh yeah, he
in front of
spit it down in front of you.
Well, I stopped.
So-
I saw because he said he wanted to ask some questions before they got the stick.
him. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not gonna just hand these guys sticks. I'm
So
like,
you
come on.
stopped Aries from spitting
Yeah.
it out. Okay. So he'd let him have it.
Okay, I'd like to hold the stick and just kind of twirl it around like I'm some kind of baller.
The stick taller than you by 2 feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Are you
I won't
down?
even be able to
Are you
spin it
awake?
because it'll hit the
Did-
ground.
did you wake up?
I'll be trying to do it
Still
sideways
wake
and
them up.
flip over. But
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
okay, like
Yeah,
you guys
we're all
up.
awake.
Okay.
all right.
This doesn't sound
So-
like it's going very well.
Is there any way you could? Do I speak to them and they can understand me?
You can try.
Okay, I would like to.
So far, they've not attacked.
Okay, that's always a good thing. All right.
Until you start talking. Come on.
Wait.
You can speak their language. That's why you
Oh.
understand them.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, stick 4.
You,
So what do you exactly need the stick for? Okay,
Stick for protection.
stick for protection. Well, protection with having stick means you give explanation, you get stick.
Stick mine first. You stole.
Oh.
Hey guys, did you guys steal this guy's stick?
Aries just kind of picked it up. He didn't mean to steal it.
Okay, it looks like they didn't mean to steal the stick. They got the stick, gave it to me. Now I have the stick. Why do you need the stick?
What language do they actually speak?
Draconic.
Okay, I can speak
I
Draconic too.
can too. Same.
No, we all speak Draconic.
I
Except for you. It doesn't matter. You wouldn't have any.
I'm not very intelligent. So.
The bigger
Just like-
one with the wings.
Yes, the makeshift wings.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He has more of an intelligence than the other one does,
Mhm.
and he speaks up for it.
Okay.
He's like, we carry these sticks in order to protect ourselves from the blue dragon that runs this place.
The blue dragon is no longer here.
I just saw him yesterday.
He is dead now.
Did you kill the blue dragon?
Personally, no. But I do know. I do have 60 soldiers back there. Okay.
Okay, I could try.
Let me ask you, did he have a book with him?
Blue dragon had a bug. He's crazy.
Okay, he's dead.
Did you kill the blue dragon?
Again, I personally didn't kill him.
Then how did he die? Did you? he's-
Okay, here's a play-by-play. I have the stick. Trust me.
Oh.
You stole the stick.
I stole
from my
nothing.
friend.
Stick. The stick.
I want to check on him.
Well, I can't speak Draconic, but I can. I'm going to go in here and just stand beside Father Hugh. He's like, "Well, what are you yelling at?"
I'm like,
Well,
try to mom to him what I am saying.
He understands you.
Try to prove.
He doesn't
now
understand
that-
what they're
now
saying.
that three of
Okay.
them have entered the room, you know, the kobolds are getting a little nervous.
Okay,
One, you
but-
stole the one stick, and the other one still doesn't understand how you know that the blue dragon's dead.
There was a battle. We came here searching, basically just exploring. We did come there just to explore, right? We didn't mean to.
No.
Oh, we came there for the book.
Yeah.
We knew the book was there.
Yeah.
Alrighty, that changes my conversation. Okay, we knew he had a book, the book that you guys are afraid of, and
We're not afraid of the bug.
They're
you're not afraid of your book,
We're afraid
but
of the
you're
blue
afraid of the guy.
dragon that is crazy.
What happened was, and I'll give you a little play-by-play real fast. We walked in the room. I was thrown at him to grab the book. We only cared about the book, but I missed. They pulled me back real fast. We got in a battle. I came close to dying a good 3 times. You've seen my size. You should understand. And now he is dead, and I have your stick. You have no reason to fear us. We came here only for the book. We have what we came for. We just happened to come across you guys. Is there anything we can do to help you?
You can give me back the stick
Again, I don't understand the point of you having this stick.
for protection
From what?
from monsters on the island. That's not me.
What are you all talking about?
I'm trying to convince the kobold he don't need the stick.
Give me the stick.
What? I'll hand the stick over to.
You don't even have the stick.
Yeah.
I've had
I
this.
thought
No, he took it
Aries-
from me. Aries.
Oh, okay.
Is Aries still in the room?
Yeah, he'd be standing right beside him.
Okay, so I'm on the other side of him now.
Yeah, he'd be in the middle.
I don't know. I think I built trust with this kobold at this point. If I gave you the stick, he's automatically going to think that we're going to run off with the stick.
No, you can tell him we're not going to run off the stick. He'll get his stick back.
Okay.
You can tell him that since I have no idea what he's saying.
Okay.
You can tell him this
I
is-
need to know if there's something else other than the blue dragon that he needs
Ask
protection
him,
from.
did he say something about other monsters on the island?
You did mention other monsters on this island. Could you give me a little bit more of an explanation of why you're so terrified of them?
Monsters that think everything is funny. They're stronger than I am. But with my stick, I have a fighting chance.
What did he say?
I want to make a joke here, but I'm not going to. He flat out said he needs stick for protection
Okay.
because there's other monsters here. He didn't give me a description of the monsters. He just said he has a better chance of surviving with the stick.
Well, tell him I'll give him his stick back if he can give us whatever information he can about whatever else is on the island.
Okay. So Jimmy,
Jimmy.
he's the kobold I'm talking to. So Jimmy, we'll give you the stick back. That's not a problem. We don't care about the stick. We found the stick. We didn't really want to keep the stick. We just wanted to know why you needed the stick. We now know why you need the stick. And now that we understand each other, if we gave you the stick, which we will, promise, not to cross my fingers as if I'm lying, which I don't know if you know that or not because you are a kobold. But anyway, Jim. May I call you Jim? I'm going to call you Jim. Jim. The point here is, if you can give us information, all you know about these other monsters that you're afraid of, we will hand the stick over to you without any problem and we will go our ways. You see that hole we came through? We're going to go right back out that hole. You dig?
I want my stick.
I'm gonna walk in at this point. I'm sitting about there like this, waiting for the fighting to start, and it's not starting. So
Shit.
I don't know what importance this stick has, but I feel like that kobold is lying.
I'm gonna
But
walk
he is-
in and I'm gonna say, "Look, at this point in
Can I
Draconic,
roll,
of course,
I don't know if it would be an Arcana or Investigation on the stick/staff thing I'm holding to see if I can figure out what all it's made out of. Considering it's a stick, and I'm
If
from
you
the
want to
forest.
search for magic
I'm a forest.
properties, it would be an Arcana check. Just to know the materials, it'd probably be a nature check because it's basically just what they found.
Four. It's a stick.
Like it's made, it's a long wooden stick. At one end, there's a scorpion tail tied to it and petrified to where it's stiff. So that way it can be used. And at the bottom, there's a blade. It's makeshift through the wood on one end to come out the other to give it another attack that way. But for the most purposes, it's just a stick.
okay." So I'm gonna say to him, "Look, you can have your stick back, but I'm gonna make this simple. I killed the dragon. He ate the dragon," pointing at Ares. "And unless you want a problem with us, you can take your stick, and you and your friends can leave."
But what about the information?
We know
But,
nothing.
What's on the island?
We know what the other stuff on the island is.
What?
It's a bunch of gnolls. They're all over the place.
Ask them if they know where any treasure is.
Huh, they're not going to tell us.
Chat.
If they
Is
want
there
the
anything
stick.
else in this keep that we need to worry about besides the blue dragon that we already killed?
No. Most other kobolds have triggered most traps.
Okay.
we just scavenge for foods and things we can make.
You seem to be like a pretty intelligent guy. I'm being generous. I tell you what, I'll make this really easy. I'll be persuasive in this.
No, you're talking to you want the cage on his
The
back?
smart one.
Or the wings? Okay.
The wings. The smarter of the two. Jimmy. I believe we've named him.
Jim. He likes to
Jim.
be called Jim.
Now listen. Is it okay if I call you Jim?
Ah.
I don't know this name.
Okay, well, I'm going to call you Jim. I think it would be in your best interest to make friends with the strongest thing on this island.
Huey.
We kobolds tend to go with strength.
Okay. My friend Ares here is the strongest thing on this island. Arguably. But if you will be friends with us, you can have your stick back. We can work out a deal. You can have food. Maybe even a place to live.
Hmm.
For all 40 of us.
Possibly.
Why the fuck you
Let me see you give him back his stick first.
Do you have a chieftain? A leader of some sort?
I do.
Okay. I'll give you back the stick. You can take us to your leader
Shut
in the morning.
That's
Let
good.
me see you give him back the stick first.
I'll take the stick from you.
Well, I was gonna say when you tell me, I just hand it to him.
Yeah.
I'll walk over and hand it to him.
Hand him the stick.
I feel like that's a horrible
He runs
idea.
behind the one with the wings. Obviously, you can tell that the one with the wings is stronger than that one. And he's cowered behind him with his stick. And the one with the wings, he tries to make them like he's seen dragons how they do with their wings, but where his is makeshift, he tries and just kind of floats back. He goes, "In the morning, I shall take you to Chieftain."
I'm going to hold you to your word.
Okay.
Okay.
See ya, Jim.
Come knock on the large iron doors first thing in the morning.
Can we just come to the back?
No.
You should. That's the real problem. There's another way in.
The tunnel we went through.
Yeah. He threw you down there.
There was no throwing me. I just kind of rolled.
It's difficult to but we sure we can't come through the tunnel?
Okay, you can come through the tunnel.
Ah, for you. And they go through another tunnel. Through the back. The room that you all came into, as you look at it now, you can see it was like a hallway type that leads this way, and then there's a dead end here, and they went through a tunnel right straight across.
Okay, so this room is not as secure as we thought it was.
I was saying that, but you didn't want to listen.
We can continue our naps in shifts, and hopefully we can make it through the night without any more interruptions.
He did say there was how many? I forget.
40.
40 other ones.
Ares
And
has
if-
worked up a good appetite. It shouldn't be a problem.
They apparently know this keep way better than us. So sleeping in this room is okay, I guess.
I've already walked off to go lay back down.
Before
As
I
he
lay
was
down-
talking, I was just walking away.
Franklin.
Before I go back to sleep, I'm going to try to investigate the rest of the room to see if there's any other holes.
20.
Natural 20?
Yep.
Yeah, you see, there is a lot of tunnels like dug into the walls. Like every 10 feet in that long hallway, there's a tunnel. Obviously, this blue dragon had been here long enough for these kobolds to dig tunnels so they could quickly navigate through the keep without drawing his wrath. And if they did draw his wrath, they'd just sacrifice a few to get away.
Now this
'Cause
is
he
in the
was too
room that
big
you
to
guys
fit
went
through there.
into, right?
Yeah.
Okay, not where we were sleeping.
Yeah, this is through the wall.
Okay.
I want to investigate that room too. To see if there's any other
The long
entrances.
hallway?
No, the one we were.
Oh,
The one we were
yeah,
sleeping
okay.
in.
Well, now it's like we're
Um,
in that choice.
No, I mean, other than the tunnel being here and then the tunnel being over here, there's 2 tunnels there, and you got the 2 doors and then the big door.
Okay. So just the one tunnel that we went through was the only other.
Well, there's
exit
another
out.
tunnel over here. There's the bigger tunnel now.
Well, I was just talking in the room that we were sleeping in. That,
Yeah.
That one tunnel was the only one that actually exits the room, the end of the hallway.
The door
So we
and
got
the tunnel
three- we've
that they
got
said
three
they
doors.
You got
And a
3
tunnel.
doors and 2 tunnels.
So there's 2
There's a
tunnels
tunnel on
in
each
the room.
end. Yeah. Like, there'll be a tunnel here and then a tunnel here
Oh, okay, okay.
against each wall.
Well, I'll volunteer to take the first watch while
The
people nap.
3 doors you guys have secured with big beams and stuff like that. So really the only thing you gotta watch out for is the tunnel.
Is there anything
else in this
Oh.
room
Let's think about covering the holes.
that we could maybe like block one of the tunnels off with?
I mean, there's the 4 giant anvils and the
Huh.
furnace in the center.
I can pick that up. Says the Franklin because everyone else left.
Are you still in that room?
I'm in that room.
In that hallway?
I'm still talking like I'm talking to everybody else. Like, huh, there's a lot of things we can worry about here because they have that many people. And hello. You know what? I guess I'll go back too because I mean, I'll look crazy out here talking to nobody now. Cobalt's gonna be like,
I'm assuming that Valentine explained it to me when he come back in the room what was going on before.
Watch the tunnels. I'm going to bed.
Okay. So I'll take first shift and watch.
Alright, so that'd be just you or
Unless anybody wants to stay up with me.
nope.
Go this way.
Really? Holy crap.
Are you sure?
I can stay up. I don't need stuff back.
I was gonna say you
I don't
need
need
wild
to
shape. I'm good on health. Oh wait, hold on. I don't remember how many spells I used.
Used a lot.
I used
Mostly
2
it
magic
was-
missiles. I know for sure.
Yeah, and acid splash.
Well, that
But
one's
That's
okay.
a cantrip. That's a cantrip.
Yeah.
So, but I'll still. It's okay. I still have one.
like you got 3 hours so far.
Right.
Like you could watch for a little while and then finish out a long rest.
Okay.
Well, you can, for an 8-hour rest, you can take shifts, like
Okay.
2 hours a person, and still get your full long rest in.
Okay. So if I'm up, what'd you say? I'm up to 3 hours right
3
now.
hours. Yeah.
Okay.
So 2 hours, that would be 5, and then we just need, you can take a nap and wake
I was
somebody
gonna say
else
I'll
up.
wake someone else up in 2 hours.
That'll work.
I'll take second shift.
Okay.
You can wake Aries up for 3rd shift.
You also got a Goliath fighter.
That's true.
He'll wake
I'd like
up when
to
the fighting
sl-
starts.
I'd like to
Yeah,
sleep in
that's
like,
it. Like everybody else was awake and he was still asleep.
I want to sleep in that cauldron thing that we were hiding in before.
Okay.
I just feel like that'd be more
Can I
comfortable.
find a way to light that thing back up? I mean, accidentally.
Franklin! Franklin!
Well, I'm just gonna kind of prop myself up here and cross my arms and watch the entryways and see if anything happens.
Alright. So the time passes. Nothing else really happens. A few more hours goes by, and the winged Cobalt is the only one that returns. Now he can actually fit through the tunnel. Before it was just sending the one with the cage and the other little Cobalts and stuff like that through, because he couldn't get through there with his wings. And unlike the winged Cobalts, he can't fold them in. But now that it's wider, he can actually crawl through there.
This is like morning. I'm
Yeah,
assuming?
yeah,
Okay.
you already went back to sleep,
Okay.
and Guffus is already up. And
So
right
I'm
now,
up-
the only one that's up is Ares.
So that was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm up to 7 hours sleep. So I just need like one more hour to be able to get 8.
You only actually need 6 hours of
Oh,
sleep.
6.
Oh, it's
Okay.
6.
8 hours
I
of
thought it was-
rest, but 6 hours of actual sleep.
Oh, okay. So then that would that complete
You
our
got a
long
full
rest?
long rest.
Okay.
Everybody has a full long rest. Full health, spells back, everything.
All right, good deal.
And nobody gets a point of exhaustion. Because if Athena would have stayed up throughout the entire thing, she gets a point of exhaustion from not resting.
Okay.
So he comes crawling in there, and he can see Ares is just bouncing around, playing with the fiend weapon that he got picked up. Like he's throwing it in the air and then running over and catching it. And throwing it in the air.
That could be me.
Anybody? Does Ares?
He let us know that they were there.
So I guess everybody's kind of starting to wake up now.
I've got bond senses, so like
Okay.
I can see what he sees and stuff. So as soon as it'd be enough to wake me up, it would be.
Alright, so yeah, you wake up and you see him standing up and pushing his wings back out because they don't work. He has to do it manually. He walks over to one of the anvils and he's standing there watching the Ares.
Good morning, Jim.
I still don't know this name.
Are we ever gonna ask him what his real name is?
He's not gonna
I'm
know.
not. I mean, he's Jim now.
Father Huey's the one that named
Whether
him.
he likes it or not, to me, he's Jim.
Can I have a pet kobold?
No.
We're probably about to obtain 40.
I can be persuasive.
Allies are good though.
And we're not gonna have 40 allies. He now has his stick.
I am ready to take you to see the chieftain.
Well, let's go then. Come on, Ares.
Alright, Guffus. Let me on your back.
Huh.
Please.
Just you.
What?
I don't think that's
I'll
smart.
go as long as I can take Ares.
Okay.
I had the stick. Gave the stick. Lost the stick. Named the man. And now I'm stuck here.
Perhaps Father Huey should come along. He's small. He'd be okay.
Well, if Father Huey's going, I'm going
No.
too. Yeah.
Father Huey can ride on Ares.
He keeps calling me wrong name.
You keep
That's
calling.
why I want to take him.
Ask
Isn't he?
him what
Isn't
his
he funny?
actual name is. Somebody. please.
He's a funny little guy.
What do you prefer to be called?
Dracon.
Dracon?
Sound polite.
Dracon? Why does he have to go alone?
The chieftain only wants to see one. And you need proof of Blue Dragon dead.
Ares grabbed the dragon. He's gonna just carry the whole body back.
Okay,
I got this.
I'll stay here.
I met you. I had the stick.
Bring the
I'll-
small one.
Yes. This chieftain's gonna have fun with me. Hope it's not a lady though. Lady cool.
Alright, so he leads you back through the hole that Ares had made wider. And he looks back, because obviously you can't fit through the hole that him and the other one went through before. So he goes over to the dead end, you guys thought was a dead end, and he pushes on a brick, and a door opens up from the wall. Which takes you guys out to the outside of the keep. And you can actually see where the fog has now lifted.
Where'd the fog go?
That's why we came to check. Fog been here since Blue Dragon been here. And now Fog is gone.
Makes sense, because he's dead.
He leads you east, away from the keep. Takes you about an hour to trek from the keep to what appears to be a volcano. And there's a tunnel within the volcano. You can see a small tribe built around the volcano, and it's a mixture of different type of kobolds. You see some winged kobolds. You see more of them running around with cages on their backs. You see some that's carrying shields that looks like a dragon's back. They're scales. And you see more with the makeshift wings. This one leads you inside the cave beneath the volcano, and it's lit up with some torches. Like, it doesn't have to be, but it's lit up for your benefit, basically. Because they can see in the dark. They didn't know if you could. And you see a throne that's carved out of the volcanic sides with a not necessarily a cobalt. It looks more like a dragon, dragonborn. But he has a layer of golden scales, and he's dressed in a armor, like metal armor plating, and he's holding like a giant sword that's embedded into the ground at his throne. And as you approach the throne, he says, "So you are the ones that had killed the blue dragon?"
Yep, we brought the dead body as proof.
Good. I told Rakan to make sure that you brought proof of his demise. I thought something had happened when the fog had lifted. So, they say that you are willing to feed 40 kobolds.
I'm willing to work out a deal with you, yes.
What would be your terms?
Well, I am currently not in good graces with the nearby kingdom, and I'm the leader of a group known as the Crimson Guard. You heard of them?
Not on this island.
Well, we were commanded to do some horrible things, and we refused. We lost favor with our kingdom. I need a place for my people to be safe. Right now, they're spread out across the nation.
So,
I have found a keep without a king. Perhaps we could work out a deal to where I could keep you safe from the larger problems, and you could manage some of the small problems, and we could live on this island together. As far as the food goes, I'm good friends with a struggling fishing village. The waters here haven't been fished in quite some time.
the fog did make it difficult, and we do like fish.
So, if you and your people could manage to be of use to myself and the villagers, maybe we could work out a deal where you could get some of the fish, they could sell some of the fish. We could make this a prosperous island again.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna keep smiling at him.
I think we could come to an accord on this. So, are you willing to help us rid the island of the gnoll infestation that has besieged it?
I don't see why that would be a problem. How many gnolls are we talking about?
The fog made it difficult to pinpoint their exact numbers. But if you could manage to take down the big one, then the others should flee once he's dead.
Well, do your people know where they're located?
Well, I could have some scouts look and figure it out.
Okay, so you send out your scouts to find the location of the gnoll leader. Then you, personally, come back to the keep with a couple of your scouts as guards. I don't have a problem with that. Deliver to me and the rest of my group the information, and then we'll discuss a battle plan to go kill them all.
Okay. Give us let's say a fortnight. We should be ready.
At this point, I'd like to jump off of Ares and just say, why do you need that stick?
What stick?
That stick.
It's a different.
I know. I'm asking him, why does that kobold need that stick?
Why do kobolds need sticks? Without the nose.
We're gonna take care of those novels. I just want to know. I want to sweeten the deal a little bit. I can be a personal doctor to all of your injured. Take really good care of them. After we get done with the battle with the Gnolls and get them basically out of your hair, because they're pretty hairy. Okay. Anyway, let's get to the point. I want the stick. I want the stick because he wants the stick, and I really want that stick because of how much he wants that stick.
If you take care of the nose, I'll give you a stick.
No, I want that stick.
I'll give you that stick.
Really?
I don't see a problem with giving you that stick when we can make more.
Are we not the same stick here?
I don't know what stick you're referring to.
What
But
was it?
you pick a stick and I'll get you a stick if you kill the nose.
Okay. Alright, I want that man! That
Kobolds?
kobold stick who has the wings.
He don't have a stick.
It wasn't that. It was the one with the cage.
Oh, the one that had the cage on his back. I want his stick.
There is 40 kobolds out there.
The one that came and took us here.
At least 15 of them are wearing cages.
But which one has a stick with a
All
scorpion
of
on
them
the end?
have a stick. Everybody has a stick. All of us have a stick. Except for me, I carry a sword. And him, he uses magic.
Okay, let me after this I want to go through every single one of the stupid.
Can I kill him? One time. I just got to breathe on him one time. I promise it would be quick.
So, Valentine is going to be over here with his arm around Ares, just laughing his butt off. Because this is exactly why he brought Father Huey. So he's laughing too hard to respond.
I would like to not die today, but I do want a damn stick.
I will get you a stick.
How big will the stick be?
Bigger than you.
As big as you want it to be.
I want a 10-inch stick.
I don't know what good that's going to do you, but okay.
I want a 10. Wait, no. We'll talk details later.
Do you see what I have to work with? Do you know why? Now do you understand why I would love to make an alliance with you and your tribe?
I assumed you brought him to be 8.
If you're hungry, we could work something out.
I offered to heal your wounded. All I asked for was a stick.
Now you make my brain hurt.
Okay, I'll make it simple. I apologize for the way I was acting. I was very irrational. Let me make it very simple. One of the kobolds here
want a
has...
stick.
No, I don't want a stick.
You want a stick from a kobold within my tribe, but don't have any details on which kobold it is, other than he has a cage on his back, and that matches the description of 15 of them.
He
Or
also
if
has
somebody
a
found a
scorpion
stick-
on the
fetch.
end.
He's gonna go over and pick him up in his mouth.
And as I'm being jerked away, it has a scorpion on the end.
They all
It's
do.
5 foot long. Give me a stick with a scorpion on it. I'll be fine. Okay. I'm not healing that one though.
As we walk, your voice just kind of.
Yeah, you better be afraid. You better be afraid of me. I'm big man. I'm big man. You better watch it. You better. Yeah.
So what? Then they're on their way back. Are you guys in the keep going to do anything?
I mean, I figured we was just chilling, waiting for him to come back. There ain't a whole lot to do. I mean, I might have napped a little bit more.
On the way back to the keep, I still want to
Y'all done said I didn't have no alcohol, so
that stupid
I'm
dragon.
just waiting to move on to the next place.
That stupid dragon don't want to give me the stick that I
Wait,
wanted. I wanted that
Is
stick.
this asleep right now, or is he
Oh,
awake
yeah.
with everybody?
Oh no, he's straight up
asleep.
asleep.
He's asleep.
Okay, I just want to be over there, just poking his little hammock, He's been making him swing back and forth.
No, like relaxing it. He's definitely asleep. You're rocking him back and forth. Yeah, so it takes you guys another 2 hours to get back. Y'all didn't need someone, Ares, with his keen senses, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the way Dragon Father Huey in his mouth the whole way.
At least they get a stick.
The only thing is that when you get back there, the door had closed back, and you forgot to ask how it opens from the outside. You know, from the inside, you pushed a brick and it opened.
Can I walk around to the front?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Walk around to the front.
On your way around to the front, you see a massive army of men wearing armor, plate armor. You don't know how many they are, but you see they
A
go back.
lot.
Yeah.
I'm keeping my mouth shut this time. It's all on you, bud.
Is it as like an estimate? Are we looking at like 10 or more,
More.
50 or more, 100 or more?
From what you can see, it would roughly be around 2,000.
We're talking like a full size army. Is
Okay.
sitting up. Oh,
And there's
okay.
2 guys on horseback sitting in the front. One's wearing, the standard plate armor of a knight with a blue cape, helmet on.
I'm definitely not
Visor
going
down.
for a stick.
The guy beside of him, not wearing metal, more of a animal skin type clothing,
Mm-hmm.
and no helmet. His hair is kind of long, fluffing it with the breeze that blows it to the side.
Ain't he cool?
Ain't
Okay, so I'm gonna do a real good investigation of that wall to see if I can figure out how to get in there.
Do you still know message? Can you message? Can you send a message
oh,
to somebody
I
to
have
push
to
the
be
brick?
within a line of sight to
Ah.
cast a
Oh.
message. That's the rule for I have to be able to see who I'm sending it to.
I see.
Wait, okay, shoot. Investigation. Okay, so I get +0 in investigation, but I did roll a 17.
You fell into the wall. You managed to find the brick that pushes open and opens up, and let you pour in. But as you was searching for the brick, the knights, like a few of them, start breaking over to come around to surround the keep
Mm-hmm.
as you in.
They probably saw you.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave Ares at that door with you.
Yeah.
Stay here. If they come through the door,
Run.
hold them off.
I
Understand?
don't even have a stick.
Oh my
Just stand behind Ares and keep Ares alive until I come back.
Yes, sir.
If Ares dies, you die. You understand?
There's some blank. Yeah, I understand.
Okay. I'm going to actually depend on you for this. It's important.
I'd like to get off Ares in a very fashionable way, waving my hair, standing up and being like, "You can count on me."
Okay. And now I'm going to very briskly run back to everybody else. We have a problem. It's a big problem.
Oh.
It's a very big problem.
This is
It's about 2,000.
There's about 2,000 soldiers outside.
Do you know why? or where they come from? Do they look familiar?
I have a really good guess.
I see.
So I'm gonna ask you to go talk to him. And you're in here alone, by the way.
Okay.
Like, just don't mention me,
Okay.
and don't mention her, and don't mention Big Puppy either. Just you're in here. Maybe Guffus can go with you,
Okay.
but you guys are all alone in here.
We gotta go talk to about 2,000 soldiers and figure out what's going on. It's just me and you in this keep. You think they know about the dragon? The blue dragon? Or no? You think that's
Maybe
why they're here?
that's maybe you can tell them that's why you came.
Okay.
Tell them about you can tell them about the contract and
Okay.
and trying to get the book and stuff for the library.
Okay.
And take this letter with you that says that we completed the mission for them.
Okay. I got this.
I hope so. Otherwise, we all gonna die.
Out of
So-
character. We have no proof that we killed him.
You do. You saw that.
Doesn't matter whether we killed him or not.
They're not really that concerned with it, I'm assuming.
No.
It's just, I need everyone to be very, very quiet while we do this, okay?
Yeah.
So,
walk out of the room. I gotta be quiet.
I guess you and I will, front doors?
Yeah.
So just front doors,
Yeah.
okay? Are gonna walk out the front door.
Okay.
Scott removes the big slab of throne since Ares is guarding. As you walk through, you sure you don't want me to go with them?
No, you can stay here. They're probably looking for you.
Well, let's not let them keep them looking.
Just wait.
Quiet. You need to be quiet.
Yeah, see, you may be tough enough to kill all of them, but they might get Athena.
I'll protect her.
So you gotta be real quiet.
I'll protect her.
Alright, so we're going out the front door, and I guess I need to look for somebody that looks like they're in charge.
No, so
Obviously, it's the beautiful one.
as you open up the doors, you see not quite what he saw because you can see where they have maneuvered around to encircle the whole keep.
My feet.
I didn't know this.
They've had time now to where they've got men up front with shields, locked together on the sides with spears hanging down, and then behind them you can see more men. But you do see the two guys on horsebacks, steadying their horses, and then they're just watching the keep.
Okay. Are they in distance to where they could hear me if I call out? Or okay.
They're in distance where they could fire their arrows and hit the keep.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I am definitely going to be finding every scrap piece of everything I can so that I can build some sort of barricade so that if they do come in, we can kind of funnel them through those metal doors and be able to hold just a couple at a time and just maybe at least
How do you want to hit
kill
this?
enough so that they rethink their choices.
Good. Oh, no, never mind. I'm over there
I'm
with
gonna
Ares.
call out and say, "Are you here for the blue dragon?"
No, we are here searching for Sir Valentine.
Who's that?
We saw the big dog,
What dog?
Ares.
The only thing here
What's
with
an
us
Ares?
is the only thing that was here when we got here was the blue dragon. We were here on a mission here. If you would like to see, we completed it.
So you.
Yeah, I approached. I'm assuming we're in distance to where we can speak. I'm sorry.
So you hand it to one of the knights that's got the shields up, and then he hands it to one of the guys behind him, who then takes it to the pretty one.
I knew it was the pretty one.
He's not
You still didn't
necessarily.
tell me what an Ares was.
Ares is a companion to Sir Valentine.
I want to be very persuasive when I'm
Two-
trying to explain this. By the way,
Too big to miss.
Oh,
And
yeah, haven't seen one of those.
as he's reading through this, this letter says that there should be 6 of you.
There was.
Where's the other?
They
dead.
didn't make it.
We're
We're the only two.
that survived.
Do you have proof of this death?
Well,
If you want ashes,
pretty much.
We would accept ashes.
Okay.
Any
I
sort of
mean,
proof.
the Blue Dragon, his signature was the fireball. We lost them in fire. Like I said, very persuasive.
Mm.
Do I need a roll of persuasion check?
Not really. I mean,
I can go get you
Most-
ashes if you want ashes.
most Dragonborn are they use a flame weapon of some sort. Like I bet the blue dragon is a lightning, but enough lightning can cause something to incinerate. We have traveled a long way to speak to Sir Valentine.
Can
No,
I-
it's okay.
what business do you have with this Valentine guy?
There was no one in our party by that name.
Rumors
just-
spread throughout Honeywell about King Ravenband wanting the Crimson Guard to attack a small village. He wanted it all decimated to prove a point that he could take whatever he wanted. He even wanted the women and children set for examples. Valentine, Sir Valentine, he's a knight, he deserves his respect, refused those orders, and because of that, he is now a traitor to Ravenband, and that doesn't sit right with us.
May I ask who you are?
I am Sir Gil, and my friend, the silent one here, Sir Trot. We've searched. We gathered these men who also believe that Valentine was in the right with what he had done, and we have come to pledge our loyalty to him. But for some reason, we just can't seem to find him.
I didn't know this.
So, hold on. Time
You
out.
might be lying.
So, they're not looking to kill him? Okay, just making sure I understood.
Wow, we got a lot of allies. Or
So
not.
this Valentine person that you're talking about, so you're looking to congratulate him? What exactly? And pledge your
I'm sorry.
allegiance
I'm
to
sorry.
him?
I'm sorry, I forget that other knights don't understand our language.
You said anything about
We
us being
want-
a knight?
We want to stand with him in his fight against King Ravenband because the king has lost his way.
I mean, I can understand that, to an extent, but unfortunately, I still not 100% sure that I believe you.
You can do an insight check.
You can both roll on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Hold on. Well, that's probably not very good.
I got a 10.
You done better than me. I got an 8.
I mean, from their gestures and stuff like that, I mean, you have no reason not to believe what they say is true.
Okay. Well, at this point, I don't know.
If you want to go get our things from the keep, I'll stand here and keep these guys company.
Okay. Do you still need those ashes as proof?
Only if you want to fetch them.
I'll be back in a moment. I have some other things that I need to get as well.
Tell Valentine to hurry.
Like I said, no one in my party by that name. So, I'm going back inside, and I just tell you everything that he just said. And I tell you the names even though I don't remember them.
Sir Troff and Sir Gil.
I don't
those
know.
names mean anything to me? Like, do I recognize either of them?
Roll a history with advantage.
Natural 1 and a 6. So no, I don't. I got a 9. Is my highest number.
What you do know is that you know that Sir Gil, despite his looks, like you know that he's worried about his face. He's always groomed, well mannered, but despite all that, he's also somebody that you want to stand on the other end and fight against. Sir Troff is just as bad, only he cares not for what he looks like.
So just not as good looking.
So,
But
So they're
what
both
you-
really, really tough. They've got a yeah.
What you know is that they both are renowned knights, but you also know that they don't use enemy ploys. Like they don't try to trick people.
Okay.
They're so powerful that they just straight up
They're honest.
yeah. That they don't have to play around.
I was lying to them obviously because we thought that it was on a different nature of their visit. So I'm pretty sure he knows I'm lying because he told me to tell you to hurry. So I tried my best. He just wasn't buying it.
Okay, so it
Would you like
appears that
me
we,
to invite them in, just the
No.
two of them, or
no. If I'm gonna meet them, I'd rather be outside.
with all the other soldiers as well?
It would be quicker, at least that way. I mean, in here it'd just be a long, drug out process if they decide to come in.
I think
anyway.
we should all go if we're going to, if we're going.
Well, not
Yes,
necessarily.
it's still
If something goes wrong, then at least you guys can go out the back door.
Well, Guffus is still outside.
Yeah,
with
Guffus is keeping them company, so.
Okay. You can go in the back with Father Huey
Okay.
and send Aries up.
Okay.
Take the child with you,
All right.
and I'll deal with them, and I can probably get.
Would you like for
Guffus
me to
back.
send Aries out to you?
Yeah, send him
Okay.
out.
So I'm going back to where you stand with Aries, and I say, Father Huey, you've done well. Valentine needs Aries now, so you can come with me, and you're with me as well, by the way. So we're gonna go back to the main room where we slept at, is where we're gonna go back to. And so I'm assuming Aries takes off through the side door. Is that where
Well,
you?
he'll come out the front.
Okay.
The same way you guys came out.
Okay.
So this is what's going to happen. We're going to walk outside, and you're going to fly over and land in front of Guffus, so he can have the choice of retreating if he chooses to. And then we're just going to take consequence for our actions.
I'll stand in front of Athena.
Yes, if that's what you
Yes.
want to do. You can run up in
Yes.
front of Athena. So, can I narrate the way this would look? So, Athena flies out and would land directly in front of you and spread her wings out.
That's what I was gonna say.
And then after, you can choose whether you want to run or stay behind her. And then I'll be standing on one side behind a wing, and Scott will be standing on the other side behind the wing.
Not behind the wing. He's in front of her.
He's going to step out in front of her, then Aries will be behind the wing.
Yeah.
So then when she drops her wings down, I'll be standing there, and you have the choice to run if you choose to. Or you can just stand there.
I'm just going to stay.
Okay.
Without their knowledge, I am going to follow them.
Rolling
Huey,
still.
It's probably not an advised idea at this point.
Oh, I feel like it's gonna be perfect.
You need to roll. I'll let you roll the stealth with advantage because you're so short.
What's an advantage?
You roll it twice and take the higher of the two.
Oh my gosh.
18.
That's probably going to be your highest.
18.
Wait, what?
Well, it doesn't matter now.
He literally rode on Valentine's back. He doesn't even know it.
Yep, 19.
19 altogether. Yeah, he's with you. You just don't know it. Like
Oh
he's
my
kind of behind you.
That just means it's me and you in the
Yeah.
in the back, which I feel bad because that's what Valentine asked me to do.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stand there and I'm gonna pull my rapier instead of my pistol because it's more, and adjust myself and see what happens.
Alright. Gil readjusts himself on the saddle. You're a very hard man to come by.
I've been trying to keep it that way.
I can see why. And I can understand why you was worried that we were sent by King Ravenbrand. But we're not here to take you in. We're not here to force you in. We're here to join you in your fight against him. Before he does, because after you had left, he gave the command to someone that wasn't as strong as you. And the horrors that befell that village, it has to stop.
Well, I agree with you, of course. But me and my group, we were skilled at what we did, but we in no way had the force to take on an entire kingdom.
It's true. It's true. Just like you still ain't got the force to take on an entire kingdom, but we're willing to help. Plus, you might want this back. And he hands it down to a guy that runs it over to you, and it's later that proves that you'd killed or that you'd acquired
The
the
book.
book for.
I'm gonna hand it off to you.
Okay.
So if you would have us, we're 5,000 strong.
I don't see as though I'm in a position to turn down a helping hand in any form.
It's much appreciated. We'll do what we can in order to refortify this keep. Is there anything that we should keep an eye out for?
There's gnolls here, and there's also some kobolds, and their leader is a dragonborn.
Mm.
They are actually willing to make an alliance with us in exchange for getting rid of the gnolls.
Would they know that we are a part of your group? I would assume that we are now Crimson Guard as well.
I would consider you Crimson Guard, but they may not know that because there was only, the handful of us.
We just have to put up the flag of the Crimson Guard.
They should notice that.
You did show them the sigil.
They would have saw it on me.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Ain't no point in putting up a flag if they didn't see the sigil.
Perhaps you should fly back and let them know what's going on at the Kobold Keep. I don't think they would have an issue with you being there.
You can roll perception and see if Father Huey's there and take him with you.
I didn't even get
He
to
did
do it.
go, so he would know the way.
Yeah.
17.
You rolled a higher step. I mean, it's up to you. Like, she could say that she didn't know the way, and then you could volunteer and scare the shit out of them.
That's
know the
definitely what
way.
I'm gonna do.
Try to find Father Huey. He
Hey, hey! Woo! You in the house? What's up?
Did you know he was like that?
No, I didn't know he was here.
That's the point. I'm small. I was on your back. Let's go.
Straight.
Just take
Were you
him.
gonna hit me?
No, I was gonna just pick you up and take you with me.
Oh, I thought you was gonna hit me. I was like, shut up.
How tall are you? Like 2'4"?
2'8".
Yeah. He's only 2'8".
Pick him up and take
Okay, I was
him.
just gonna pick him up and fly.
He can't weigh no more than 90 pounds.
Just drop
He's
him
still
off.
got-
and
He's
go.
still got the rope and stuff tied to him, so you can carry
If
him.
you
out.
hang me
At
down
this
close
point,
to that
though,
ground,
the
I
rope is
will.
just like decoration anymore. It's just like never tied to anything.
And flying, you can actually get to the volcano. Like, you guys can see the volcano
Mhm.
from the keep.
But I wouldn't know that's where it was at.
Yeah.
He would just be yelling at you
He
directions.
would.
Oh, yeah.
He's guiding you.
Give me directions.
With you
As we
flying,
fly.
you can actually get there a lot quicker than what they did by walking or riding.
Okay.
Head towards the volcano, and before you get there, land.
Okay.
Now, as you
Sure you can
land,
understand those directions and not accidentally drop him in the volcano.
If I'm dropped, I mean,
So as you land, the kobolds don't know how to react to you because they haven't seen you before.
Mm-hmm.
But they've seen the small one. And they see you land with him. And they go, he's come back. And you see the ones with the cages kind of run off with their sticks and hide.
You come back here, you little. This way. You saw those kobolds run away? They're scared of me.
So as you enter the cave, the winged ones, you know, they don't. None of the kobolds try to stop you. They understand that you guys have a pact at the moment. So as far as they're concerned, now they know you, but because they saw Huey, they knew that you was a part of that. Obviously, that you was a friendly. So you walk in, and then plus they don't have to really worry about the Dragonborn chieftain, because you know, he can take care of himself. And you see he's still sitting there, sword still embedded there. And he goes, oh, "Why did you bring him back?"
I needed directions.
So, Chieftain?
No stick. No.
I don't want a stick right now. All I want to tell you is you're looking really, really good today. But yeah,
It's still the same day. You haven't been gone long.
Enough.
A week would be too short.
What do you mean short?
I mean, a week would be too short. I don't know how else you'd like for me to put that.
Thank you. Anyways, I think the succubus would like to talk to you. Because I don't got much to say except for I want my stick.
Valentine has more troops out there.
Good, we're gonna need them. Some scouts have come back. The Gnolls have been gathering in strength. They repopulate crazy like, I
Oh, I popped
guess.
out and scared him.
We've seen 2 tribes,
You hear that?
at least 100 strong.
We went to the kobolds again.
I'll just pick him up and fly out and go tell you.
Short and sweet.
Yeah, well, before they try to kill him or something.
I'd like to spend the night with the kobolds.
Oh,
Just to get a little
they
bit.
were
no.
like, I want to spit.
I'm just kidding. I'm going back. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I wonder if the Knights have a stick.
They have lances.
Yeah, I can't hold Lance.
Wait, so are these army guys? They're allies now. Like are they like going to help us with the gnolls and stuff? Okay, just clearing that up because all he told me was that he jumped out and scared people. That's
what
all
I did.
got. Okay, yeah, but I want to know what happened before that.
Oh, you
Well,
missed
you're deep inside the place, so you wouldn't actually know anyway. So it's
I
okay.
know, but I'm just talking like
But you can
our
watch the video
character,
later.
like knowing.
You can watch
Wait,
the
is
video
there
later
any
and hear the
windows?
whole thing that I spilled out.
Is there any
I thought it was
windows
pretty good.
in the place where me and
Yeah.
Carmen are?
Like, it's a keep.
Is there any way that I could like prop myself
Oh,
up there and
no.
look
You're talking about to
outside?
see what's going on outside?
Yeah. Or like here, you know.
No.
Okay,
Oh.
shit.
There's a secret door that you
Sorry,
don't know about.
Kelly.
Can I investigate?
I mean, if you wanted to like lean against the wall like he did and accidentally hit a button, you could try.
I wouldn't do
I
that.
wanna
Door open up and see people
explore
standing there.
something.
Yeah. I mean, you can try it if you want to.
Okay, what do I?
You roll the 20 and then add your investigation to it.
This is, oh. uh, 4?
You're just too short to reach where the button actually is, but you feel all around where you can reach, but nothing. Thinking that maybe there's a secret compartment that Huey had found accidentally, but yeah, you don't feel anything.
Okay. Well, that didn't work. I got a 1.
Oh, that's natural. You fell out.
You fell down while standing up looking for a brick.
You was trying to stretch up on your tippy toes to eat. And then that one kind of fell backwards.
Aw.
We need to figure out how we're going to do this whole thing with the Knolls and the army, and see how the whole army would kind of just crush. It would be pretty easy, but we'd have casualties. And of course, Valentine wants to avoid casualties.
So, these 40 kobolds have a Knoll infestation on this island. They are going to allow you to keep the key, which would come in handy when we are strong enough to face Keybringer Band. That way, when we draw others to us for that, we'll have a place to put them. The Knolls are pretty nasty, but I think we would be able to handle them. We would handle them if you had other things that you would need to do. I noticed that you have Athena, which she never leaves your side, so I knew she'd be here. And you have the Goliath's bear killer with you, so that's only 2 of your men that's out there. We could use the rest of the Crimson Guard.
It's true. I definitely need to collect the rest of my men. But if I go out myself and draw too much attention to myself, it's not going to be good for anyone.
This is true.
I assume that you came with a lot of boats.
We have a.
I mean, I'm just making a general assumption here.
We do have 3 large vessels that we stole from Keybringer Brand. He was nice enough to part with them.
There's a fishing village that's struggling because the waters where they're at is just overfished. The waters here are great. And we're going to need to feed these 5,000 soldiers you brought. I'm sure you didn't bring enough food to feed them for more than a couple of days at most.
We got at least another week's worth of dry ration.
So, if you could send a few hundred men to the fishing village and deliver the offer for them to come here, they know me. They know me before all of this started. I grew up on an island across the water from them. They would probably come here happily if you let them know that the waters are fresh with fish, and then we would have a full fishing village here on the island because there's the rundown docks that they could pretty much move straight into.
Yeah, we can. I'll send 150 men should do it to be able to chart up the stream and make sure that they get back here safely. We'll go ahead and have another 150 be working on repairing the docks. I don't know what you're referring to. It's the strangest thing. As we was pulling in, there was a fog, and as we was getting off the boat, the fog just lifted.
I'm not sure exactly how that worked, but apparently from what the kobolds told me, it coincided with the death of the blue dragon that we were actually here to kill, the dragonborn thing. And apparently after we killed him, he had some sort of spell or something that was creating the fog. And when we're going to search the keep, unless it was a spell that he directly casted, then there's nothing we can do about it. But if it was related to an item of some sort, maybe we can use that as part of our defensive strategy, because 5,000 men, like me, I left a small trail. 5,000 men are going to leave a much larger trail, and eventually they're going to know where we are.
Which is true. Well, luckily we got about 500 mages with us. We'll set them out and then look for anything that might pertain to magic that could have been used in such a way. If you don't go personally to regain your men, you will need to send at least Athena or the Goliath to do so, because just going up and saying I work with Sir Valentine does not work with your people.
No, it doesn't. It takes much more than that. I would be comfortable sending Athena. Scott is a great warrior. I'm not a strategic person. So we'll keep him here.
Okay.
I'll maybe let him lead the group that goes after the gnolls.
He'd come in handy.
I'll talk to the rest of my group. They may want to handle the gnolls personally for the experience of learning how to fight something.
Okay.
And learning how to fight side by side with an army. Otherwise, we do have this letter. We do need money. I can send them out in the world to adventure and send back some profits maybe, and maybe make them some more allies, some more friends along the way. We can discuss that with them, and tomorrow morning we'll pull up our plans of what we want to do.
All right. And till then, we'll be setting up camps around the keep.
That would be a sight. All those little fires going up at night, and like
That won't
all
grab
the different
attention at all.
soldiers, and
They were used to fog being there. And smoke
this
being
island
there.
that was completely abandoned is now lit up, and there's all this activity on it. The gnolls are probably scared shitless.
There's like, if I could count, there's a lot of people here.
More than I count. Things and toes. Bad. Alright, so I'm gonna gather everybody together. We'll fill them in on the general gist of what's going on. And what's everyone's opinion?
This is weird.
This is life.
I just
I
need
think
a
it'd be
At
MP3,
first, we were
just
6.
Just music.
Then we were 46. Now we're
A lot.
2,046. So,
He brought 5,000 men.
oh, 5,046 people.
Yeah.
Probably lost somebody out there for probably fell in a well or fell in a hole. So probably
Yes, Father
Yeah.
Huey, that's definitely a possibility. But
Okay.
now, what is your feelings on what you want to do from here?
what I would like to do from here is not go back to that fishing village. Definitely not there. I would like to just. I want the stick.
Well, you guys can go collect the reward that was promised to us for coming here and risking our lives to get the book.
While I think what you're doing is very noble, and I think that in the end, it's what your vision that you have here is a good one. I think we all gathered as adventurers for different reasons, and those reasons were, or at least mine personally, were for the travels. I do need the money, so I would like to fulfill the contract with the library and continue looking for the books that are needed in hopes that I can actually someday be able to find my brother as well.
I have more soldiers that are loyal to me that are out there. If that's what you need to do, then I need those soldiers collected. I would charge Athena. I would gladly send Athena with you. They would respect her. They know that she always travels as my lieutenant. They would join you. I don't know whether they would help you or steal from you or try to kill you. It really just depends on which one you meet and what kind of mood they're in. They are all very unique and powerful in their own ways, which is why I collected them together. They're outcasts. Athena may choose to fill you in on them when she decides to talk. You guys have learned quickly that she doesn't choose to do that very often.
So there's 6 books left to fulfill the contract with the library, right? That or artifacts.
No, contract's already fulfilled.
It's already
You
fulfilled.
just gotta go to Lazarine to turn in the note to collect the reward.
So we could.
You can go to Lazarine, turn in the note, see if you find any clues from there. I'll be here holding down the fort. If you guys run into trouble, you know which way to run.
I mean, that's what I believe we should at least fulfill what we said we were. What we started. That's my personal opinion. I can go alone, or
I'll go. Gives me something to do.
I'd also like to go with her.
But I do have one suggestion. Where we're also going to have so many people to feed. We might want to see if some of the soldiers will clear out land to maybe start farms.
That seems like a great idea.
That might be something that, when you send for the fishing village, that they may actually have the ability,
Seeds.
huh?
Yeah.
Like seeds and things that we could plant, you know. Like I said, I believe what you're doing here is a wonderful thing, and I just think that we should see through what we started.
I understand completely. I'll allow Athena to collect my part of the reward. You guys can use that money to further your own adventures. If you guys decide to stay together as a group, that would be wonderful. Like I said, I've got soldiers out there that need to be found and collected, and you need to tell them where to come to. You can use Athena as a token to understand that you are definitely part of my group. And they'll respect that. At least I hope they do. I mean, like I said, it depends what kind of mood you can in. They may see it as a challenge, just to mess with you. But they're all very unique individuals. They'll all offer something. Well, you've met Scott, and you've met Athena, and you've
Do
met
you have
Ares.
a rough idea of how many soldiers that you're wanting us? I mean, I'm assuming you have people in mind.
I had the group of the original Crimson Guard. We were a guerrilla force. We did vary in number through the few years that we were together, but we usually roughly was six of us. There were 6 of us that fought
6
together.
main ones that led little battalions.
So once we reach our destination to fulfill the contract and collect the reward, I wouldn't mind to go out and look for these individuals to send back here and help. Like I said, I'm looking for the travels. I'm looking for the knowledge and the experience and the clues. So.
If you plan on being an adventurer, naturally you're going to follow trouble. And I can promise you that if there's a fight, there will be a Crimson Guard there somewhere.
Okay.
It's what they know. Either there's a fight when they get there, or there's a fight shortly after they arrive. It's just kind of their nature.
But I would, like I said, that's what I would like to do. And if Father Huey or Soa, you said you would like to go with me as well. Would you like to go on to fulfill the rest of what we started, basically?
I didn't join for the money, and I've learned a lot traveling. But I feel I've got a connection with the kobolds, and I don't want to leave them.
Well, what about Guthis? You're his bitch now.
What if we run into trouble? You are our one healer in the group. I'm
I'd like
asking.
to talk to Valentine.
Sidebar.
Yep.
Before that, when the soldiers do clear out an area for possible farms, I do ask that they don't waste the wood from the trees in nature. Actually reuse them for houses or whatever.
Structures.
There's limited space on the island and limited resources, so it would actually be most appropriate to use that. And I'll see if we can actually transplant as many of the smaller trees as possible.
I would appreciate that.
I'm not an agricultural person, but I can count, and I know that trees don't multiply like rabbits. So we'll see what we can do about spreading stuff out as best as possible.
I would appreciate that. Just to try to
After you
keep
kill the
nature
gnolls
as
and everything's been satisfied, will you find that stick? I'm going to join them on their adventure because they do need me more than you do.
So,
But-
somewhere on the island, you can hear a dragonborn going.
Into the distance.
Shut up, Tommy!
I assure you, there will be a stick waiting for you when you return.
Will it be the stick that I've been after?
I'll find Jim and find out which kobold was with him when we met him, and I will get you your stick.
And any furry animals, just ask them if they know me.
Yes, I will do that.
There's a little pig. Which he's probably older now. I knew his parents.
Would he even be on this island?
No.
Don't shoot holes in his theory. It's okay.
I have a quick question, and I guess this is out of character, but it's probably because I stepped outside. Are we fighting the Gnolls as a group together, or is this what was the plan devised for the Gnolls?
That's your choice. There's like, I mean, even out of character. There's the 5,000 soldiers, and you could probably just like, story-wise, just let them handle it. Or you guys could choose to do it for the experience of actually fighting a larger force, and we can just play it out that way.
Did the scouts find out how many Gnolls there were, or anything of that nature?
You told me and I told you.
They told her that there was 2 separate tribes that were roughly 100 strong each. But basically, if we could kill the leaders of each tribe somehow, then they would just like fall apart, and it'd just be a couple of days of just rounding them up and be practice for the men and chasing them down and killing them across the island.
Opportunity that I actually get to meet the Cobalt leader, the Dragonborn, because he has to come back. He's of golden skills, right?
Yeah.
That's my ancestry. That's why.
So he would actually, the last time Valentine talked to him, he specifically told him once he got his scouts together, him personally had to come to me.
But then you sent Athena.
Well, I sent Athena to let him know that there's more people there.
And then he told you the 2 scouts had returned, others are still out. But they haven't returned yet.
Which probably means they're dead.
They're either dead or they just haven't come back. Like, it's not necessarily just a small island.
It's a fairly, on the map, it's a pretty big island.
Yeah, it's a nice sized island. And they don't know where every kobold tribe is, so they're kind of just flying around, scouting around, and they're trying to move stealthily because the Gnolls scare them.
Yeah.
Especially the one with the 3
Yeah.
skull heads, which those are your typical leader type Gnolls. Like, they won't be more than one of those in a group. But there's a reason for it, is because they're just so vicious.
So we don't, as a group, we don't have an individual person who's just straight up badass fighter, do we? I would say it would be interesting to track them down and have our soldiers corner the group and then have one of us fight the leader one-on-one, but I don't want to do that. Out of character, I don't want to do that. I would die.
Right. Well, I mean, but
I'd give it a shot. I wouldn't care.
Turn into a bear and see what happens.
Trough would.
depending on how it plays
They
out,
would.
I guess. Depending on how it plays out, I guess. But before we leave on any type of adventure, I don't know, I would like to visit the volcano. It reminds me of home. I would just like somehow to run across this Dragonborn.
Or you
Well, I'm
could have said
sure
that in
Valentine would
character.
have.
You could have said that in character.
I know,
That you'd
but-
like to
I'm sure
visit the
Valentine would have
volcano.
filled everybody in, so everybody's got the same knowledge about where the location of it is, the deals, all that stuff would have been shared knowledge over. I'm assuming we would just take a day or two.
I can go on my flying carpet.
But I'm assuming we would take a couple days to just kind of
prepare.
and fill out before we left and made any rash
Okay.
choices. And I'm actually in character.
Okay.
I'd like to give you my insignia ring.
Oh.
Athena can be with you
Okay.
as proof that that's authentic,
Okay.
but it would allow you to speak for me. And in place of Athena, you would have her approval, I'm sure. You like her, don't you? You don't want to kill her? You don't feel like killing her most days? You good?
I'll find us
Not
something
my
to
Father
drink
Huey.
soon.
I thought about giving it to you, Father Huey, but
I understand.
your ambassador skills are just so amazing. I figured she could use some practice.
He speaks the truth, sir.
Do you feel the sarcasm thick in the air?
Stick. I'm turning into one of them. I just care about the stick.
So
Nothing's more important to me right now. I had all these dreams of going back to the forest. I want this one particular stick.
So you want to go to the volcano?
I would, but I mean, it could be. It doesn't have to be now. I mean, it can be before. I mean, it could be after the battles, as long as this one lives. I guess maybe that should go. But yeah, I mean, I lived many years on the island, my island, where the volcanoes, and I feel slightly homesick. I think it would maybe lift my spirits.
I mean, you can go. You got a flying carpet?
I do have a flying carpet. That I'm not sure what the word is to make it fly. Hold on. I thought it was drunka, but then I'm pretty free.
Druka?
It's missing an N.
Druka.
Oh. So while the rest of you talk about this, I will use my flying carpet and go to the volcano and see if I can meet the Dragonborn Cobalt leader. What was his name?
Nobody knows.
No one knows?
Nobody asked. Seriously?
Valentine doesn't remember names anyway.
Okay. Is that okay?
That's
I do
why
that?
he gives everybody nicknames.
Okay.
He doesn't know anybody's name except for
His
Father
name's
Hugh, and that's
Tommy.
just because he gets aggravated.
Anybody
by him
else
so
want to ride on the flying carpet?
Me?
Okay, come on.
I don't think
It
I
holds
should
up
go
to
back.
600 pounds.
Oh,
So,
I'm not going back.
so we're just going to take a little adventure over to the volcano. And,
I'll go too.
all right, come on. More
I
the
want to
merrier.
ride the flying carpet.
Now the problem is we're going to fly in here and they don't know any of us. But I have Valentine's ring, so.
Isn't she coming with us?
Athena, would you like to go? She gets to fly all the time. I'm sure flying carpet isn't really that interesting to her.
Have flown
flying
way too
while,
much.
Sitting might be fun for her, maybe.
But okay, so cool beans. We'll unroll my little carpet. And you like that sound effect? And then say, what did we say? Druka?
Druka.
Druka is the command. Everybody
Druka.
Everybody climb on. So Druka, take me that way. I don't know how it really works, but I'm thinking in my
It's a
head I'm
carpet.
going there, so that's how it's going.
Aladdin did it pretty
You
good.
just say the command word, Neil. It activates,
Uh-huh.
and then you just tell it where you want to go.
I want to go to the base of the volcano. So
That's a
there we
smart
go.
carpet. Volcano. Got it.
Takes us to a completely
It's got
different
GPS. It's
island.
great.
It's got GPS, backup camera. It's got all the
Self-drive.
works.
It's got a sunroof.
Air
Cruise control.
sunroof.
It's got a huge sunroof.
Yeah.
It's like almost like there's no walls at all.
Okay.
It gets to the nearest volcano.
Oh, okay. So I'm assuming that we've made it and we've landed by now.
Yeah.
So us three are.
You landed the kobolds. Are you with them?
Me?
Yeah.
I guess.
So it's Carmen, Guffus, Soa, Athena. Right?
Mhm. And I have.
Wait, how much does everybody weigh?
I would
Yeah.
not.
It holds 600 pounds. But now she could fly herself.
Yeah.
So I only weigh 145 pounds in character.
I
I weigh
forget.
250.
I weigh 150.
You don't weigh much, baby.
Not. Oh wait. 90. Okay.
Okay, so we're under 600.
Okay.
Yeah.
Father Hugh
Just
can
making
jump
sure.
on there
And
and
we-
he'll be taking that carpet
In
down.
which it can still carry you. It's just a slower go and not as high up.
Okay.
The suspension's not too great on it.
Yeah, it would just be a little over.
The side of it.
You'd be a little over 600.
Yeah.
Apparently my math skills are terrible.
I'll just fly.
Oh, well, I think I can always fly.
Alright, so once again, as you land on the carpet, these primitive kobolds, like the ones that are barely wearing anything to hide themselves, are in awe of a magic carpet. The others, not so much, and they see Athena, so they just figure that you guys are a part of that group.
San Diego.
They don't They're just
Okay,
about their daily
so-
business.
I guess I'm just gonna maneuver through the kobolds looking for the leader, and try to see if I can locate him.
Okay. I think the lead you to where
Okay.
he was last seen, and a couple hours have passed. He's actually not sitting on the throne any longer, and he is away from his sword. As he's talking to, he's got two winged kobolds at his side, and they're looking at what would be considered a rough, etched out area of the island on the side of the volcanic wall. And he's pointing, they're agreeing, he's marking, he's pointing, it's agreeing, he's marking. And as you draw closer, you can see on this makeshift map that there's quite a few X's marked along the edge opposite of the dot. And he doesn't notice you have approached.
Okay. So he's just doing his own
Yeah.
thing. I don't even know how to approach him. So you're the one that. So you're the leader of the kobolds. I'm just gonna call out to him.
Okay. He turns kind of slow and he catches the a lot of the lighting is for the torches or from the torches, but now in this area you can see the it's lit up by the magma that's flowing underneath it, the lava. So it's really hot, but for you and him it's comfortable.
Okay.
And as he turns, he can see the light gleam off of your light golden dragon scales from the pact that you have with the dragon. I see that you have a pact with the golden.
I do.
Have you seen her lately?
I can't remember. Is that the one that actually wakes me up for the
Yeah,
start?
that's the
That's what. At the beginning of this adventure, yes. We have spoken. I was interested in meeting you. What are you called? What do they call you?
These kobolds call me Chieftain Zoltrak.
I'm Carmen.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Carmen.
Nice to meet you as well.
We was just discussing more of the scouts have came in. At this rate, I won't have to see that hat-wearing character or that little small character ever again.
Hey, are you talking about what's your name again?
Father Huey.
Father Huey.
We've been here so
Is that the one
long.
that kept talking about his stick?
Yes, this
Yes,
is
he hasn't shut up about the stick.
this is the other members of our party. This is Soa, and this is Guffus. I had a personal interest in just meeting you because they mentioned that you were of the golden ancestry as well, and just had a personal interest in meeting you. And I will be leaving the island soon, and just wanted to maybe see if you might have some information. I'm in search of my brother. My brother was raised by the golden.
Yeah, she stopped in here with him when he was barely a child. He seemed all right. Little wild.
He's actually missing.
Sad. Did she give you anything to go on?
We know that he went in search of a relic on one of the planes that dragons cannot go to. One that they are forbidden from. So that is why he went in their place, although he's never returned.
A lot of the planes the dragons can venture to, the Feywilds, they're welcome there. Their magic is magnified by that place. If you're looking for a plane that they're not allowed to go to, or just plain out fearful and too prideful to tell you that they're afraid to go there, you might want to look at the Abyssal or the Nine Hells. Their power drains for for as long as they're there, their power gets weaker. So they tend not to venture to those places.
I see. That information is actually very useful.
I do what I can.
Like I said, we will be, or I will be, and some of my group will be leaving the island soon. We have many adventures to go on, but this is a personal one for myself. I was separated. My brother is my twin, so we were separated at birth. I haven't seen him since, but they've actually come to ask for my help in this. So
the pact with the Golden Dragon usually involves a sacrificing of a child. So being that you're here and you still kind of look just like him when he was little, I figured that it was a twin relation there. I'm sure he should be fine, and I hope that you find him well.
if you were to give me any advice when I do venture into these planes that dragons do not go, what advice would you give me?
Be extra careful. I've never ventured to them myself, and for them to be planes that even a dragon won't venture to, then you know they're not any good.
Is there any certain are there any type of creatures that are that thrive in these environments? Like, is there a certain, I don't know what I'm trying to ask. Should I try to make a certain type of ally friend to take with me and with these? Like, is there something that would be useful?
You have one with you already. The Abyss is mostly for, demons. And then your Seven Hells is where the devils roam. They're very powerful, especially within their own plane. She would be at advantage with everything within there. But, so would the things that she faces.
I understand. I appreciate your information, and like I said, hopefully this will eventually help me in the long run. But there's many things to tackle before that. But as that comes near, I just wanted to gain as much information as possible.
I understand. And perhaps you could do something for me. When you see the one that wears the hat, tell him that we have located 13 more Null tribes.
Okay. 13 more. Is that 13 leaders as well? So these are different tribes.
These
13
different tribes.
So
Different
now we're
leaders.
up to 15 tribes. Is that?
Yes.
That's a lot.
It might be beneficial if we try to set a strategy meeting, because I do know that we've recently. She explained earlier that we have more forces, more allies now.
Yes. And when it comes time to attack the Gnolls, my kobolds will be right there in the mix. As will I.
It will probably be beneficial if you as the leader of the kobolds would maybe meet with Valentine and the other leaders to strategize about this.
That was the plan once all the scouts came in.
Okay.
I've got 2 more scout parties out. They have a fortnight. It's still the same day. We've agreed upon a fortnight to meet and talk strategy about the Gnolls.
Okay.
And I intend to keep it.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure before I head back to our location. You have any questions? I know you don't speak their language, so any questions for him?
I just want to walk up and shake his hand.
Okay.
Walk up and shake his hand.
Yeah.
No.
Please.
Guffus doesn't speak our language, but he would like to just,
Scooch.
he would just like to, what would that be called?
He speaks common.
Oh, he
Speaks
speaks
common?
common?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I still just want to walk up and just shake his hand.
He raps like you're a big creature with a big hand, and his hand's big as well. Only thing is his claws is longer, so they wrap around your hand just a little more.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
I like your sword.
Had it for a while. Made it myself with my own breath.
Very nice. Very nice.
Gets the job done. Got me chieftain.
Well, I'm ready to head back to the keep. If there's any other business that needs to be taken care of while
Would you
we're
like
out.
to say anything to him?
Bye, Mr. Dragon Guy.
We'll continue to scout. Within a fortnight, we will be at the keep.
Zoltar was his name, right?
Zoltrack.
Trapped.
Was it track or drac?
Track.
CK.
Yeah,
That's what he said.
TRAC.
Well, I'm ready to hop back on our little flying carpet if you all are.
With GPS,
With GPS.
backup camera, sunroof.
Trooper. Yeah.
Okay, everybody ready?
Yep.
Druka! Back home. Not home. I shouldn't say home.
Yeah.
Back to the keep.
That
Thank
could
you
have been
again,
it.
sir.
That's a,
Sorry, that was a little bit personal. Side quest for me. I just needed. So now I'm back. We've landed.
and now you know some more information in regards to. It's not necessarily places that dragons can't go. They just are afraid to go.
Right.
Too prideful to say that.
Valentine,
Yes.
I spoke with the leader of the Kobolds. Wanted to let you know that there's 13 more Knoll tribes that's been located. So we're up to a total of 15.
15 separate tribes.
15 separate tribes with 15 leaders.
Okay.
Are they Knolls? Like, is that how you say
No.
it? Knoll? Okay.
Think of a hyena that walks upright.
Right. I was thinking.
That's the reason why
from
it said it.
Wow.
Monster
right?
that thinks
Yep.
everything's
Okay.
funny.
So that's what-
Hogger.
Okay.
Think of
That's what I
Hogger.
thought.
Oh, that's what they look like?
Yeah.
I was imagining some kind of like bear thing.
No, they're
Not
not,
like
very
a-
big.
So that was just a little bit more information. I mentioned that you guys might want to talk strategy. He said that was the plan. So
Yeah, it'd be a few days before he shows up. We can fortify and clean up around here and assist with the village once we get it up and running. Yeah, it'll be a little while before he shows up.
have we already sent to the fishing village? Have we already sent the people?
They left like a
Yeah.
few minutes ago, like
Oh.
a couple of hours ago at most.
I was just curious. I was maybe hoping they might bring back some beer.
Well, they'll probably be here tomorrow.
That would be most delightful.
So I'm guessing we all just want to chill out, nap for a day or two, and
Nap.
I mean,
For a
at this
day or
point,
two?
we're if
I'm
the army has
actually
some
going-
food, that would be nice.
I'm actually going to transform into a dire wolf
go hunt.
and go hunt.
I'm gonna send Ares with you and tell him to give you like a wide berth to where you can do your tracking because he's not very good at tracking. But just in case you run into trouble, he can help you get back.
Be a survival.
'23.
Yeah, no problem. Finding, you prowl around in the small little patch of forest there. You manage to bring down a deer with the help of Ares. Because once you latch onto its neck, Aries bounds around and jumps on it too. But between you and Aries, yeah, you down a pretty sizable deer.
And we'll bring that back. We'll bring that back.
I
Get
can
on the back
smell
of
that
Aries,
makes
or
me
you gonna drag it back?
Well, one of us will get it back there.
Okay.
Just want to bring it back so we can have some meat.
We could always eat you. I'm just.
I'll
This
eat
is
you
out of
too.
character. Out of character. I just want my steak.
Which the ships that carried over the nights, they still had like a week's worth of rations for 5,000. They could add another 6, no problem.
Already gonna
Dry
throw those
beef,
numbers out.
stuff, salted fish, things like that. So yeah, you guys got food and then the deer. So yeah.
When we get the deer back to wherever we're staying at.
We're
Outside the keep.
staying in the keep.
Well, we're gonna have to make a fire somewhere.
In the
There's a
fire.
Could I
forge.
make a fire
Can-
with
can
one
we
of
get
my
that-
spells?
Yeah.
Like the
Would the
flame.
keep have a kitchen area in it somewhere? I'm sure it'd be dirty, but I mean, it would find it in there somewhere, and you've got some produced flame or
Yeah.
something. We can get it
Yeah.
going, and I'm sure there'd be a ventilation if it's a kitchen. So
It's also a keep.
The
We
where
know
the
that.
forge area is, when you took the right and you unbarricaded that door, it led to steps that led down, and there's actually some quarters there, like bedrooms. So that the mattresses, there is mattresses like straw mattresses, but it's molded, and at the far end though is a little kitchen area.
I'm gonna actually send word to. I don't. Do you guys think kobolds would be good at cleaning this place, or should we just try to bribe some of the
They're
guards to do it? I mean, like I don't mean like clean as in like sanitize. I mean like clean as in throw away and drag out the old crap.
I
See,
believe the
Gil's already
soldiers would be
working on
better
that.
at taking
Huh?
the orders.
As you guys was walking through the keep, you seen knights cleaning up, like taking out rusted stuff, broken things that couldn't be reused. So that Gil's already all about that. Remember, he's a pretty one. Everything's got to be
Of course
tip top
you
shape.
Fabio.
You know.
So they're already on starting the process of making
Yeah.
it a
Remember, he
functional.
told you that
Yeah,
they'll
they
go
were
ahead
gonna
and
work
start
it up.
cleaning it up and
Okay.
fortifying it.
I mean, I can.
Yeah, so we can
Cool.
saute this up and
Works for me.
I'm not really excited about cleaning it. If you guys can do that, I'll cook it.
Where
Out
in
of
the world?
character? I actually got a deer. So, I mean, I could help.
My character lived in nature, so he
Yeah.
should know how to do it.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Right
my
there.
shit
Paul,
was
you lived in nature too, but you're probably a vegan, aren't you?
Yeah.
probably.
Bunches.
In
he
character,
said.
I lived in a cave. So
like
more
my
than
furry
likely-
friend.
It took me a minute to figure out why he called you guys butchers. Of course, no. He over eating a little leaf. Invites us.
We might be able to find you some grain. Like maybe they've sent us some rations. Might have some dry. Well, no, you
For
won't
some
even
reason, I don't think knights would carry around grain.
Yeah, they would.
Why would
bread.
they do that?
It lasts.
I'm sure.
They carry anything that'll last. Especially on long trips when they don't know when they're going to get back to another meal.
Well, so I have to bum it off some
I was
soldiers.
gonna say, I'm pretty sure we fed him fish head soup like the first time we met.
Yeah,
So-
but we didn't.
But he was not thrilled about the fish heads floating around in it.
And he was drunk on a thimble.
Yeah.
But don't mention that to him. We won't bring it back up.
But if he's vegan, then that means the thing of milk that he drank.
Oh well, so we're just going with vegetarian then
Yeah.
because it's too hard to be vegan.
Yeah.
I know this from experience. I tell my kids that all the time. It's too hard to be vegan. Just be vegetarian.
So I guess we'll just
I like meat too well to get.
we'll piddle around for a few days until the chieftain shows up.
How long is a fortnight? Isn't it like
2 weeks.
yeah? I was thinking 14 days, but
Yeah, fortnight's
gonna be a
roughly
while.
2 weeks.
I mean,
Well, for about an hour each day, I'm going to transform into a direwolf and go explore and hunt the island to try to get familiar with it.
Okay. So, time progresses on. You do your tracking, and you can see the tribes that they was talking about, and you can actually see the fiend, because even at a distance you can see his weapon with the 3 glowing skulls. The keep comes along pretty well. They clean it up. They actually seal the holes that was in there and make it back to what it used to be. Gil polishes the murals. They tell a story. He likes that, so he keeps it up there. They remove the throne room, but replace it with makeshift chairs that they've made with the wood and stuff that they've cut down, houses and stuff that they've made for people to sit on.
I was about to say, what are they going to do with the throne that's missing a chunk?
They tore it down. The sleeping quarters is reforged and new beds are put in. Kitchen's cleaned up. It's a pretty nice looking keep. Yeah, with little houses around it also for the knights and stuff like that. And then they've also rebuilt the fishing village, and the fishermen from that startup village has relocated there, and they're actually bringing in decent amount of fish. And there's 300 knights positioned in and around that village, just because the novels. You don't want to take the chance of venturing in and picking at everything. Fortnight goes by, and the chieftain shows up at the keep with his 40 kobolds.
He brought the whole army with him?
Brought the whole tribe. He's ready to go. He has the sword on his back. It's the giant sword. You can see the hilt right here. You see the blade down on his side there, and he comes walking in to the keep. Nobody stops him because on and off the kobolds have come to help with the repairing and stuff like that, and even some of them were at the fishing village, not just to get their portion of fish, but also keep it safe. So he walks in. The room where the throne was is now a large table where everybody can meet, and he points at some guy that's just walking around. Go find me the one that wears the hat.
Which one wears a hat?
Valentine.
Oh, okay. I was confused. I was like, bro?
Well, I have a nest on my head.
Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of like a hat.
He takes his seat at this table. He just sits anywhere.
I'll come in and sit down, and I'll bring the rest of the group with me.
He's alright. I've lost a few kobolds, but some have been birthed since then. I've brought them with me. And you do notice that there is some smaller ones. They don't really have a job within the ranks because they're still novices. They're still learning. Only when they get a little older will they become either inventors, trappers, fighters, and stuff like that. We have found 25 Gnoll tribes throughout the southern portion of the island. They each are 100 strong, but only one fiend per tribe. They're vicious animals, and the fiends are even more so. I believe that I can take my 40 kobolds and take out a tribe without issue. But it's the other 24 that will reinforce it that kind of makes me worry.
Do the tribes, Null tribes, actually communicate with each other?
They can communicate with each other. It's just that they don't work well with one another unless it's a common enemy that they need to wipe out.
So if we make our presence well known and attack one tribe, the others will show up?
The others will be drawn to the battle.
We can use that to our advantage. If he can
Depends on how many
take...
shows up at
I was
once.
going to say, if we know exactly where they're located, and if he's saying that 40 kobolds could take out one tribe, and we have 5,000 men, could we not just have
That's like 400.
25? Could we not have 25 separate parties disperse and attack each tribe and take them all out at once? That way they don't get the opportunity to work with one another.
That is definitely a reasonable possibility. If we know the locations of each one, we can surround and attack each tribe. The problem comes into if we're spread out and we lose track of a few of those tribes, what happens to the rest of our army?
Honestly,
Because
I
we're
think-
looking at roughly, you said 26 tribes, 25 tribes?
25 total.
100
That's
strong.
2,500. We only outnumber them 2 to 1.
How large of a range of, like, or how long are they spread out from one another?
Decent. Like I said, the fiends don't work well together.
Um,
They will be drawn in to battle to protect their other tribes, but that's just because of their instincts. They know that the more that they are out there, the less likely they are to be overran.
So is it possible that these attacks could be? Do we have a map? Do we have a map of where they're located? Is there something that we could
Yeah.
look at?
What
If-
about setting traps? Like lure one tribe.
Aren't we
And then-
really looking to attack the fiend or the leader? Like, wasn't that
The
the
problem is, we originally thought there would be one tribe
Right.
with one leader.
I see.
There's 25 tribes with 25 leaders. The options we have are, like you said, we can split up into groups, outnumber them 2 to 1, and attack every tribe at the same time.
But if we do that, if we're passing through, like, say a certain amount of soldiers are passing through to get to the next tribe, we
So
kind of
Exactly.
have the risk of the outer
Our
ones
forces would be
killing
spread
others.
out, and if they caught wind of our movements and they hit us while we were spread out, and say 2 or 3 tribes were to hit one unit, that unit would now be outnumbered and in
Yeah.
serious trouble.
I'd say
My
the best
personal
probably
plan,
would be to go from the outer rim of all of the tribes and stuff and have larger groups of men coming in at once. That way, if people were to know of the people, we would have enough to fight back against everyone.
kind of like what my plan would be, is to have the Kobold army attack one unit, and as they come in to reinforce, we can have our entire force attack the Gnolls as they come in to reinforce their fallen brethren. So we would always be outnumbering them.
if
If they're spread out so far, why don't we just take out one camp at a time?
It's kind of like what we would be doing.
That's what
Instead
I
of
was
going
gonna say, if
after
we had a
them,
map.
we would let them come after us.
like if we knew where they're located on a map, we could say, okay, so there's 10 tribes within a range of each other that to where the fighting could be heard or whatever. You know, that way we could isolate it like almost in areas. Like, you know, start one area and work the way through it. Basically, I guess is
It's easier to defend a position than it is to attack a position.
right. You just don't want to. You don't want to. You just want to make sure that there's not an area that they're more concentrated to where it would end up being a problem.
So what's your plans in all this?
Well, Sir Gil, your pretty one. He's there also. Whatever we decide that we're going to do, we want to make sure that we don't flush the nose toward the fishing village. I have confidence in the men that we have positioned there, but I don't want to put them in any unnecessary risk without proper knowledge that it's coming. We're talking about gnolls here. They're animalistic and they're wild. We're highly trained soldiers. I say we shield wall and just march inch by inch, taking them down as we go through.
Walk from village to village, and as they come to us,
Yeah. I say we box in. We start from the end where the fishing village is, and we barricade our men around there with the shield wall and volley. We fire all the arrows until we have no more, and then we just pick through the rest.
I feel like another way that we could possibly do it, if there are a lot, but in a wide range, if they're animalistic, then they're probably scared of things like fire and stuff like that. Maybe they would be afraid to pass through it. So maybe separating some of the villages off from the others with, say, a big fire might scare them to go away from our fishing village, but into a place where we can attack them.
Well, Lady has a point. We do have mages.
Yeah.
do we want to burn our island down though? Like,
I'm talking about a controlled fire.
Not
anything.
necessarily the whole island, but
At least enough to protect the fishing village, since that is the main point. We don't want to lose them.
we could dig a trench.
A moat. That sounds like the best option here.
We could dig a trench and bury some spikes underneath it, hide it, be like a
With sticks.
I like the
trap.
idea of the trap. I like the
Yeah.
idea of the trap.
digging a trench around the village would actually do two purposes. We could dig the trench now for this purpose to protect the village, and then later on it would give the villagers themselves a way to retreat out of the village if it's ever attacked. They could come across a single bridge across the moat, and they couldn't be followed, and they could have time to get back to the keep under our protection if the other kingdom were to attack us instead of just some
Yeah.
gnolls.
But
So yeah,
Well,
we could station a few.
500 men. We've already got 200 there. So we send another 300. They could have that trench dug in no time if they work hard at it.
Yeah, we could let
I
them
have an idea.
shifts.
okay.
Like you said, traps. We start with the first tribe. Then we have what's I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Not decoys,
Bait.
bait. That's it.
That's
Actually
where
go
I
in
wanna
and
kick you.
try to like set fire to like campsites and then lure the individual tribes, or however many people follow the bait, back to the army which surrounds them. And then we can move into that tribe's area. And then when the people come, or the other tribes come, we just ambush them from there.
Yeah, that's basically an improvement on Gil's idea of building a shield wall and just walking through them, except instead of walking to them, we let them come to us and then still do the same thing.
Yeah.
We just crush them as they get there. Have a few runners set up. Kobolds have flyers.
We have
I'd be willing to be bait since I can transform
Ditto.
into it.
They'll be less likely to.
You don't need to
if
be
there's
bait,
small
we need
numbers. If there's small numbers, though, like let's say, a few people go in, they're more likely to run after and chase if they don't think they're out. If they think that they're outnumbering
They're
them.
used to seeing the kobolds, so if they see the kobolds come in and try to steal stuff,
Yeah.
they're going to chase them.
Right.
If they can chase them so far, the kobolds can fly over top of the shield wall, be safe behind our soldiers, and then we'll just wipe out the gnolls.
I mean, it sounds
Shouldn't take more than a couple days.
like a good idea.
Yeah, let's get the men ready and dig a trench around the fishing village to make sure it stays safe.
Couldn't
The,
a gnoll just jump over the,
You gotta
the
do it
trench
wide
and
enough.
Yeah, you dig a trench that's usually like 10 foot deep, 15 foot wide.
Okay, good.
Yeah, they're not crossing that.
No. and spikes in the bottom.
I'll send some kobolds to help with the digging. They're pretty good at that.
I'll send Aries to help. He likes to dig holes.
We can tell that the kobolds are pretty good at digging holes
Well, they
since they
dig
had
pretty small
holes through
holes.
the entire
Yeah.
place.
So they have to line them up on top of each other and then dig for them to really get it across.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do some rolls to see how this works out, or are you just gonna tell a story?
So the day or 2 days pass with the preparations of the trench and the moat and getting everything ready. The day of the battle that you guys are going to fight, y'all set it up like you wanted. You got the shield wall ready to go. You got your knights standing with the shields out here. Then you got knights standing over top of them with the shield right there. And you can see the stick poking out. You have the archers lined up behind that to pick them down as they go. Sir Gil, Sir Trough, they're on their horses behind the archers, ready to attack just in case. And I mean, it's an awful lot if you guys want to fight 2,500. That is a huge battle. But or we can do some rolls here and there and play it out. I mean, there will be a fiend or two that you guys might have to face off against.
Yeah, we could just sit back and go in and grab the fiends that are causing trouble on the battlefield.
All right.
That's what Crimson Guard always was a strike force on the battlefield. So just had the wall open up in certain areas, and then we can charge out and take down the fiends.
I can heal the wounded.
So the winged kobolds fly over into the first tribe, pretending like they are picking up stuff. But when the first Gnoll sees them, they quickly fly off and retreat, and the whole little tribe just pours out to give chase. Once the kobolds are behind the arrows, where there's no fear of them being attacked, the volley just flings out. You watch as 13 gnolls just collapse into the ground. The others take hits, manage to get through. Gotta find my gnoll page. Technically, I just really need the fiend page. By the way, I still gotta find the gnoll page.
Ow.
Well, better yet, I just found the page that I'd wrote down all this information on already. Found it. Okay. The gnolls collide into the shields. You watch as they just get picked off, one after the other. The fiend is actually in the mix, and he's hitting the shield, but every now and then he'll catch one of the knights with the mace, you'll see a lot of times you'll see the guy freeze up, and then some of them you see fall down in fear. And so often you'll see one turn and attack his own man because of the madness. Roughly he's down to the Fiend and 4 Gnolls right now, as it stands. Another one just died. So it's the Fiend and 3 Gnolls that's still just whacking away at the front lines.
I think we need to go ahead and get rid of that one.
Yep.
So I'm gonna send Ares over the front line so that he can leap over the line and kind of come in from the side.
Once I'm put up your front line here.
I'll just fly over.
Well, you can just charge from the air and just drill him and start beating the crap out of him. You could probably fight him one-on-one, man.
I don't know, my rows are
Alright, so this is your defensive end here. And you said that you send Ares over at the Fiend? Where the Fiend is?
Yeah, over the wall just to the side of him and come around, hit him from like a corner.
Alright. Are you flying over? Okay.
Land in direct combat.
Okay. Where you landed, you and Ares are both in combat with the Fiend and one other Gnoll who will probably die in just a second. But I will need initiative rolls from you and
seriously.
Ares.
I'm gonna charge in.
You want to charge in too?
Yeah.
Are you going knob shape?
Yeah.
Are you going after the Fiend or just anywhere in general?
I'm going toward the
I
Gnolls
got
that
a
are
2, but I
beside
could
me.
add one.
Beside of him?
Yeah.
So I'll put you right here and you got both
I'm
of them.
gonna roll initiative, but I haven't made my move yet.
Okay.
Good thing.
Anybody get above a 5?
I got an 85.
You got a 5? You got an 8?
Yeah.
Anybody else rolling?
I rolled 4.
I got 3.
I'll go ahead and roll.
Some golden rolls here.
That's why I said
I'll do the same.
You guys are on it.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
8.
No, you got a 9 with your initiative.
Oh, I forgot to add my
Oh, I did
initiative.
have
I'm
mine.
sorry.
I got 9 too.
What was mine?
Yeah, plus 2.
So I got 6.
Wait,
You
which
got
is
9?
initiative?
It's
the
the
one
box in the middle at the top.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got 14.
A 14?
Yeah.
My initiative bonus is 0.
Mine's 1.
Mine's only 1 too.
So 6 is the next highest?
No,
8.
He
I already got
no,
yours.
he got 9.
I already got yours.
And then mine was 8.
Yours was 8? Okay.
Oh, okay.
How you managed to kill one?
Oh, I get. How many are in front of us? 4?
Well, 1, 2, 3 now. That includes the Fiend. 2
Oh.
regular Gnolls and a Fiend. And then all your people.
I guess I'm gonna use the magic missile to hit the big
The Fiend?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do I have to?
D20.
No, magic
Oh,
missile
it automatic
automatic
hits. So
What do I have to roll
This
for
one.
the
1d4 plus 1.
Oh, yeah, wait. Yes, you're right.
So 1d4 plus 1, and then you add your spell modifier to the first one.
Okay. 4
Plus 1.
plus 1.
it's
So
5.
1. Wait a minute. Yeah. 1d4 plus 1.
And then the 5.
So it's a 10.
Yeah.
Yes.
10 for the
10 for
first
the
one.
first hit. And roll it 2 more times.
3.
Plus
9.
1. So it's
4.
4.
4.
Now you can only add
This-
that. You can only
this
add
is a
that
three.
5 once.
Once. Oh, okay.
So you got
First
10,
So
and then
4.
4. So it's 14.
Mm.
4.
5
A 5.
plus
5.
1. 5.
That's 19.
Mhm.
Okay. So he takes those missiles. Looking around.
Trying to figure out where they came from.
Yeah. That brings to his turn. You just will focus down on the knight in front of him. It should be at a disadvantage to the shield wall. Missed. I'll wait until the straight face. Misses. Well, he missed. He missed that knight in front of him. And Father,
I'm gonna hold mine.
Till, what are you holding?
I don't really know. I'm really just wanting to heal people. I'm not really wanting to fight.
In order to hold an action, you have to tell me which action you're holding and when you'd like to use it.
So you're gonna hold a heal action until one of the party gets hurt?
Yep.
That works.
I mean, it cancels at the end of the turn. So you
Yeah.
want to hold a heal action to the end of
Yes.
the turn? Okay.
In case someone needs healing.
Alright, now that I understand it. Guffus.
Okay, so what am I close to at the moment?
So no.
Oh, okay. And I'm already transformed into direwolf. That's how I got there. I'm going to try and bite him. Like, do I have any party members or any of my group that's within
Aries.
5 feet
Yeah.
of that null? Okay,
Aries.
so I get advantage.
Aries and the Hopeitarian.
For not. I don't want to really say much. The other one's a 1.
No. A 1.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 and a 4.
As you, so you would go with the 4 because you have advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
it ended up being 9.
as you striked out to bite him, he dodged out. Carmen.
I decided not to go. I didn't advance, right? Am I still
Yeah, you're
behind
still
the
back
line?
here.
Alright, but like, let's see. So I'll break through the line to where I get a move forward to where I have sight on the fiend, I guess, the larger guy.
And you can see him.
Oh, I can already without even having to move. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and cast magic missile on him. Magic missile.
Yay! Double magic missile.
It's just gonna get buzzing a little bit.
So 2, 3, 8 is the first one. 3 is the second one. 4.
So 8.
8, 3, and 4. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Yeah, 15 damage already.
Alright. So yeah, he's still standing. Valentine.
Well, Valentine is actually back on a horse with the other leaders. Just he's watching. He's observing.
He
Why
got
are you
Get a
pistol.
horse.
He got a pistol if he
Yeah.
needs it.
Yeah. Ares is gonna make the attacks. I think that should hit. 19 plus 7,
Yeah.
so 28 should hit.
He's attacking the fiend, right?
Yeah, the main one, the main guy.
Yeah.
2d6. 7 and 7's 14 damage. And then he's going to make an offhand claw. 21 hit.
Yeah.
For another 6 damage. So mid total of 20 damage.
That is dead.
I do too.
Yeah, he's I mean, he's bleeding from his fur.
Message my mom and ask
He's
her to come
fighting it
back. We
off.
got some flea spray so I can go downstairs and spray
No.
it.
Are you sure he's okay with
I got to.
They miss. Nall's miss. Athena.
Yay! Sim. Hit it. Which one was in front of me?
Well, you got Nall and then the big one.
What is the null? The big one? Okay, the big one.
Okay.
I'll use magic to kill the big one.
Focus fire.
14.
No, I missed it. Morning.
No, what you need to do is you need to use your feint. Because remember now you got your Battlemaster abilities. Use your feint attack to give yourself advantage.
What he
I'll
said.
say.
Roll again.
Okay, that's worse.
Never mind then.
Morning! Alright, Father Huey, we're at the end of the battle round. Who you gonna heal?
Nobody's damaged, are they? I mean, he missed. Everyone's missed every single thing, so I guess I'm just gonna let it throw away.
Alright then. So, top of the round, the front line. Battle. That was that. And so,
Okay. Let's see here.
we're gonna use a little Father Huey. We're so proud.
I'm gonna use a thing. I just don't know what I'm gonna use yet. I'm thinking about Witch Bolt. If you would explain to me what it is, please.
It's a
It's a bolt
It shoots out
made
from
by
your
witches.
fingertip.
I call it a witch bolt.
Where's our box?
Right here.
Oh, well, I'm gonna have to roll for that.
Roll them all just be.
You make a ranged attack, so you have to make a regular attack towards his AC. On a hit, it takes 1d12 lightning damage, and on each of your turns for the duration, you can use your action to deal 1d12 lightning damage to the target automatically.
Okay. So I roll
Roll.
this? Okay. 10.
What's your attack modifier at the top?
The 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
So
15. Or you hit the fiend?
Yeah.
That misses.
Shoot.
Just misses.
I should have picked something else.
He asked you that because he knew it would miss if you ran
Yeah.
into the fence. So you should have looked at the context of what he was saying
Well,
and
yeah.
knew.
You're like, the knoll?
The know you would have got.
Yeah. Well, too late now.
Burnt that spell up.
Fiend.
I thought I could
Try
use
to
it.
hit
Four
the
times?
knight in front of him.
That spell?
Or is it 4 of those spells?
Yeah, you can do that spell 4 times.
Oh, okay.
Like 4 of those spells, right?
Yeah, 4 spells from that.
So you've used 2 spells.
Oh, okay.
You
So,
have 2 more spells to cast
yeah.
from that level.
Yeah. Alright. Not too bad, I guess.
Not too shabby, my dude.
Will 22 hit Ares?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ares only has 16 AC.
19. What's yours?
Nothing.
Okay, so I would hit yours. And you hit the battalion guy. So let's see. 10 damage. And I need Ares to make a wisdom save.
Oh, that's not good.
10 damage.
What is this?
And I need
That's not
Athena
bad.
to make a constitution save. And
I'll take 10.
yeah, 10 damage, and you have to make a constitution save. And then this, one of the battalion guys, you guys just see him crumple up and die.
21.
Another guy steps up and takes his place. Alright, just say.
Hey, do you have Spare the Dying? Cantrip?
Yep.
You may want to use that on the dude that just died.
I will.
Yeah. He just did like 32 damage.
Yeah, I should resurrect it.
Is there a wisdom saving throw for Ares?
Yeah.
Oh no.
15.
My pocket. Yep. What do you
I was
expect?
good on that. I got 19.
You said 15?
Mm-hmm.
You guys look across the field as you see Ares' pupils go real small, and he doesn't know friend from foe.
Uh-oh.
So he just randomly attacks whoever's close
At
to
the
him.
next one you have to roll. You'll either attack
You guys
a Null, the Fiend, or Guts.
How long does that last?
I think until his next turn.
To the end of his next
Fiend's
turn. Okay. Well, that could be bad.
Hopefully he dies.
Or
before.
maybe you might roll good and you attack the Null.
I mean, I got a 2 out of 3 chance to get the bad guy, right?
Yeah.
You may want to scoot away, if possible.
That's the Fiend. Now, Guffus, it's your turn.
Think about it.
And
Move.
Ares has a 10-foot reach, right?
Yeah.
You could move closer to the battalion and
Still be able to hit
Up
the
here.
null.
yeah, like you're in combat with the Null. That's in combat with Ares, but you can move forward 1 space, and you should be alright.
Will he get an attack of opportunity on it?
Who?
The null.
No.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's what I would.
No, 'cause you're not breaking combat with him. You're just shooting to the side where he's standing. It's like, excuse me, sir, I gotta move over here. I sense that my life is in danger.
The null.
Okay.
You can put your foot with your here on in my shirt.
And still better.
13 hit.
13. Yeah, just hit.
Ah, awesome.
You're gonna shake my head tonight.
No.
2 damage.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I did this up
Alright.
over.
Carmen.
How many knolls are there still? One.
There's still 2 nulls left.
No, 1 Null and the Fiend.
Alright. Move me to where I could cast Acid Splash.
What's the range on it?
60 things, but let me make sure. But I just want to. Are they within 5 feet of each other? The Null and the.
No.
Okay.
Now the battalion killed off the ones in between.
Okay, hang on.
They're not within 5 feet.
Maybe not.
You got a string of knights that's doing a pretty good job. All you gotta do is just roll high enough to hit and they kill them all.
Well, let's just cast Magic Missile again then. And I think. Yeah, let's just cast Magic Missile again.
Here's some Carmen.
1, obviously.
Well, you can add 1.
Yeah, well, this makes it 2, so it makes it 7.
That's a 4. That's a
4.
5.
5.
And then 3 is 4.
4. So,
16.
7 plus 5 plus, yeah, 16.
Whoa, these magic missiles and spears make me look rough. He's hanging in there, but only barely. Valentine. Roll to see if he takes the Fiend or the Null.
I'll roll a d6 and 1 through 3 would be the Fiend. And I roll a 6.
Bye, Null.
17 hit.
Oh, yeah.
6 and 7 is 13 damage to the Null.
You see the foam, Ares' madness. He picks up the Null and just strikes him violently. He kills it.
And I use my offhand attack to attack the only person within range. Luckily.
How many more are there left? Is it just
19.
Yeah, just the Fiend.
Okay.
1d6 to the Fiend. The Fiend takes 4 damage.
4 damage. He's still standing. He's rough looking, but he's standing still. Nulls are dead. Athena.
I'll try this
You can
again.
hit this time.
Morning.
Use another feint attack. Give you advantage.
16.
That hits.
need
Roll
the
the-
second one.
No, use your feint attack.
I got 16. Why do I need it?
Okay.
I need it. Why do I need it?
Apologize.
8 plus 5. 13. Right.
Yeah, 13.
13?
Yep. The full damage.
Right now with the direwolf form, I'm sitting at 99 health. Once I get transformed back into Furbolg.
Yeah.
Sitting at 9.
He's still alive. Like, half his face is caved in now. His weapon doesn't have quite the glow he used to have. Brings us to Father Huey.
Hey, let me get close to that sucker.
Which one?
What?
The one sucker.
The one that
The one that died.
Oh.
They're so bright.
I'm gonna touch him.
Bet you are.
Touch it?
Yeah, we'll bring him back to life.
Oh,
Spare the
okay.
name.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to be able to paint those if they get them made?
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright. That just brings you back to 1 health, right?
Brings you to stabilizes you. You're at 0 health, but you won't die.
Okay.
Like you're still out unconscious, but you're not dying anymore.
So the other guys drag him back to the back, and there is someone that takes his place to hold the gnaw back. That'll bring us to the front line.
These shoes go so well with my eyes.
Yeah.
They hold the line, but they miss. You know, they're spear tagged.
That's what he rolled.
So,
Shoot that fool.
With what?
Anything. I feel like he's about to die.
I mean, he's not happy.
I can't use Witch Bolt anymore, right?
No,
Is it
You
a
can't
first
pause.
level spell?
Yeah.
How many times can you use the first level spell?
She's used magic missile and then witch bolt, so she's
Yeah.
used 2.
Oh, then yeah, you grab. If you can only use
So
2
you can use
spells,
4.
you
You
can
use 4 first level spells. You can use it 2 more times.
So yeah, you can use
Or you can use a cantrip.
Oh.
He's looking pretty rough.
Okay. I guess I could just use the poison spray.
You did add +1 to your AC, didn't you?
What do I
From the
roll
cloak?
for that?
Your magic cloak?
Isn't it?
No, you did
Poison,
It's too late now.
you gotta be
baby.
within 10 feet for
Well,
that
then
one.
for the next
Okay. And then 10 feet.
10 feet.
And then
that. So you still don't have any clothes.
Better put
You
your
gotta put it on.
she doesn't have to make a ranged attack, so if she just rolls a d12. And then the creature must make a constitution saving throw.
Constitution's what he's good at. 18.
And I add the thing.
Don't worry about it. You missed.
No,
You still do half damage.
it's
Or
half
it just
health.
does half.
10.
So 10,
So
5.
5 damage.
Yeah.
His fur turns a little greenish. Still alive. So, I mean, he's going in and out of consciousness.
I don't know how much this. He's a strong man.
It's his turn.
If he doesn't pass out.
What he gets here. You said 24, 22. Okay. So 10 damage to Athena. And I need a wisdom save. 32 damage to Ares. And Constitution save on behalf of the
16.
save. 16? That saves.
Ares is unconscious.
Is he unconscious? He's
Yeah.
not dead though.
No, he's just unconscious.
Oh,
He's hit
you.
the ground.
You got something to
Well,
heal
there's
now.
Oh, you- you're up.
33, that's
I'm
what
up.
I want.
It is your turn.
I'll take a 10.
I've taken a total of
Cure
19
wounds
damage.
heals, right?
Yeah.
I take 33. That's
How much is the
51.
heal for?
32, I mean, it's 50.
I don't know what I need to
What do you need?
cure
No.
wounds.
Oh, that does 1d.
Hero, the creature you touch regains a number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Oh, okay. He's gonna be pretty
Healing
Gucci.
word.
Alright, so are you wanting to move up here to where you can touch?
Yes.
Oh, you have to touch it?
Yeah. I don't really want to touch him, but I'm just gonna grab his tail like this.
Just peek through it.
Nah.
I have 9 health.
He pitches himself back up off the ground.
Totally didn't just die there.
Guffus.
I'm going to move over toward the thing.
Oh, you got in your way, but I can put you right here.
And I'm going to try to bite him. $17.
Yeah, that's it. Ooh, back tie.
Six damage.
He's still alive, but
Holy crap!
but only barely.
You said that for the 5 pounds!
Oh, he has to make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
20,
Yep.
15 plus 5.
He just had to get higher than 13.
I did that with the roll. It was 15. Alright, Carmen.
I'm going to with Firebolt. I mean, it's got a range of 120, but I have to have a clear line of sight on it, right? Yeah. Okay. So can you move me to where I have a clear line of sight on it?
I mean, you have like
I
here
do.
he is. You're standing right here. The only thing in your way is your battalion shield wall. But I assumed that you was on a horse too back here in the back with the rest
Okay.
of them.
Where do these horses come from?
The knights brought them.
Am I on a
That
horse?
makes
So if I cast it, I'm not
Can be.
killing anybody on. I'm not killing any friendlies by casting it, right?
There's no splash damage. Is there?
No. No. I mean, but it's a mote of fire, so. It
You have to roll an attack roll to hit
Yeah.
him? Yeah. No, you don't. No friendly.
All right, let's see how bad this goes. I can't. I've not rolled an attack roll in a while. Do I get a?
Spell modifier,
okay,
yeah.
Well, start again.
We'll see. Reroll it again.
Okay. Dear God. Oh, what's that face? Never mind.
Son of a cretin.
9 plus 5?
No, that was with the plus 5.
Oh,
That misses.
that's a 6.
Yeah, that misses. Trying to help a little.
I thought it was.
Valentine.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
So,
this one.
Valentine's gonna ride up on his horse, pull out his pistol. he's gonna spend a gut point so he gets advantage, and he's gonna take two. He's gonna take we'll take total of 2 shots. Nat 20 on one of them,
Roll
and
the damage on that nat 20. That could be enough.
he gets
I said you go. I mean,
10.
he talking to his mother on the other side. He just don't know it yet.
Dadgummit.
Here. How many more you need?
10.
Oh my god!
Really,
Let's drop it
guys?
to the couch.
Really?
We'll try this one. 7 plus 4 is 11.
You ain't got
So
dead before. 7's all you had. Everybody doing all this work, you right up now. Alright, guys.
Wow.
Well, I was hoping that's what my fire was gonna do, but oh well.
It would have. Like, he was only a 7.
Yeah.
But as the gun fires off, you can hear more rushing towards you. You got a few minutes to regroup. Are you going to want to stay outside behind the thing? Oh, you were right here, by the way.
You need to get back in.
You were right here.
I
Are you wanting to go back too? Back to
Yeah.
Are you wanting to go back? Are you wanting to stay in the front line?
behind the wall.
I guess all there is to do is go back behind the wall.
Safer there.
What you see pouring up the hill is a lot more than 100. Like, you can't really count them all, but you know that there is a massive number of gnolls charging up the hill. You do see what looks like 12 fiends in the mix, leading the charge.
Oh, that's 1,200 nulls. 1,200 nulls.
Valentine's going to send the runners out and say, prepare the mages to launch the fireballs.
Are you going to do the box them in?
Well, the first wave, what he's going to do is he's already instructed them to, as they hit the wall, the men are going to take that initial charge and just kind of hold them for a second. They're going to drop the fireballs in just 5 or 6 feet behind the wall, so they're just going to have one roll of, and however many fireballs it takes to come across this line.
Here's one fireball pack.
Luckily, the battle's still going, so I don't go to sleep. Luckily, and lose my dire wolf form.
He jumped back across the wall and was like, I'm ready for more. I'm ready for more. Ares is like, I'm almost dead. I'm almost dead. Those fiends pack a punch. Like,
No.
it's like,
They can also take a punch.
yeah.
Almost got him. Almost got him. Almost got him.
But we
You
have
don't even
500.
know.
We have 500 mages, so
Yeah, that should be enough.
that was just enough to test how strong they are. Next time the mage is going to drop fireballs on them.
And I'm just gonna have my flaming sphere thing just going everywhere.
Alright, so yeah, I mean, by the time it got to the end of the 500 fireballs dropping, and then you also got taking the spears that's coming out. Yeah, they dropped them. Those gnolls just crisp. Even the fiends. Yeah, even the fiends.
Just get mixed up into all the fire and just obliterated.
We just sat and watched.
So we just sit and watch
1,200.
1,200 plus the
12. So
well, there was a full 100 that came in the first village.
Oh, yeah.
So roughly 1,300 of the 26 we were worried about are already dead, and one guy fell down.
Yeah.
Oh, you excited.
And you
Hey,
saved
Ares
his
fell down
life.
too.
Ares laid down.
Ares laid down.
You brought Ares back and stabilized that one guy that's now
Very
back.
nice, Polly.
What you figure is the last 12 tribes come charging at you and just same.
Just drop fireballs. Just a line of wall of fire behind them and fireballs on top of them.
Yes, that's a
Pretty-
plan.
Pretty cut and dry. Oh look.
The only reason we let the first group live long as we did was because the screams of the battle and the cries would
Yeah,
bring the rest of them in.
Makes sense.
Because otherwise, if you drop fireballs in the first set, the other ones ain't going to come in there.
Sir Yo looks over at Valentine's like, see, you're not worried about nothing.
Don't gotta worry about nothing.
Synchronized nights. It's a beautiful thing to watch them work.
Yeah,
They stood there.
especially with mages. That's all they had to do.
So the battle's over now?
Battle's over.
Out of dire wolf form, go to sleep.